Okay, so let's second session. Yay! We actually made it to a second session, guys. Yay!
Nice.
Yay!
Nice. We didn't fall apart during the first session. Yay!
Yay!
Good thing we
So
haven't gone together yet.
yeah. So just a quick recap here. So chapter one, where fate intertwined. Four destined warriors meet in the city of Holdgate, and for the very first time, they actually grouped up on a table in the Yellow Bear Inn through a lot of different coincidences that wasn't convenient to the plot in any way.
Of course not.
After that, of course not, right? Of course not. So, after the day of dancing and having fun within the tavern, Siv was escorted by Orin, she was taken to Erland Davinson, the ruler of Holdgate, and probably the most important person there. They have a really private conversation, and while that was happening, another private conversation was happening between Zach and informant of his named Finn. There was no The only thing that was really noteworthy was that he needed to head east to find what he wanted, and that there was no chatter in the criminal underworld, something strange during this time of year. And then Adrian performed in front of everyone in the arena, performing the story of Baldir and how Ragnarok was about to begin. And special mention, although not just behind the scenes in protecting the arena, well-trained boars by Orin himself defeated a bunch of Dragonborns.
Yay.
And
That's my boys.
and after the reenactment of Ragnarok, Draugr spawned for the first time in centuries to the knowledge of you guys, knowing that Draugr only spawned because of the power from Hel herself in Helheim. But that has been gone for a long time because Hel died during Ragnarok. So there's something strange happening here. And after you put the Draugr down, up in the balcony where Erland and Siv are, we left it off with a banging coming from the door.
That's right.
So yeah, right, getting right in.
there.
you want to try throwing them up there?
Yeah. How quickly can I lead them up there?
Oh my god.
Can I even see anything's happening?
Sorry, I just switch it back now. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Anyway, so here banging, and then Erland just like you can tell Erland's not used to combat, but you think he can use a sword. He's just not experienced with it, and he's just like he's ready. He's like he has a sword, and then he looks to you and says and like gestures to the door like use your magic.
She nods. I would cast mage armor for now because without I'm quite vulnerable and would actually place myself between him and the door.
All right, and
And
he's like he gets his sword ready. It's like okay, open it. It's like he's just ready to stab through.
yeah, I'm opening the door.
You open the door and you see two bloodied, armored people, like with halberds to their sides and wearing armor. It's like, sir, we're here. And then you recognize them as the guards posted from the end of the hallway.
Oh, God.
And then
bless,
Erland
it's
just
not more of them.
Erland just looks a bit surprised and successive, and then looks back to the guards. Well, let's get on then. Let's get back to the castle. And then he just gestures you to come along.
Yeah, I would follow him and call my familiar back.
Yeah, and you see right now in the arena where this was it. What was it? What was the familiar? Sorry.
It's a weasel. A
Weasel.
noble weasel.
Oh,
The weasel.
Weaselton.
Yes.
The Weaselton.
The weasel.
Weaselton.
like- You guys just see Weaselton or Weasel just go like hop back to the balcony and then go down.
Mhm.
And then as you guys were running down with Erland, you back to the arena. You guys probably go around like to the entrance, just like gathering yourself and regrouping. That's when you meet up with Siv and Erland recognizes looks at your group, which is with Orin, Zach, and Adrian, and then Erland looks at you, Orin, and says, "It's you. Come with me. You have to escort out us back to the castle."
All right, let's do this.
And then he looks at Adrian and Zach, and then just squints a bit, and then he says, "You two as well. You seem strong."
Sure, sir. Whatever.
I look at him and I nod. Just quietly nod.
All right, so, and then so you guys have like 4 guards with you, and what are you gonna do with the bars?
Well, it's orange boars.
The
We are
boars
not gonna
come
do
with me.
shit to it.
The boars are coming with me. I will toilet train them on the way.
Toiletry.
They will not shit inside the castle if I can help it.
And so you guys are now bolting for it. You guys are running straight through, and as you guys exit the arena, it's chaotic. Everything is burning. There's smoke everywhere. Seems like you see like a bunch of random people just taking opportunity of this like attack, and like they get torches from like the side and then just throw it to the other houses. And then like you see Erland just look a bit dejected when he just saw that, but then he just continues running. Can you guys make a perception check?
Perception?
course.
Of course.
I'll just fail
What
mine.
did you? Yeah. First roll of the night. Perception.
Where do I have it? There we go.
Perception,
Oh, I see a lot.
Oh!
Yeah, you see everything. You take into
So
view.
much smoke.
It's all smoke.
I cannot handle this. This is too much for my soul.
Too much for me.
I'm sorry.
No, it's good.
All right. So anyway, as we continue, Zach, actually, you're the only one that's able to notice this. When you guys were running, and then you took just a quick glance back, and you look back to the area where like the slaves were.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like as you're running away, you notice that none of the slaves are chained anymore.
Oh shit!
That ain't good.
I
Alright, so
Ow.
informed the others and said we should hurry now.
Erland looks back and nods, and then looks at the guards. You see, like, you remember 1 and 3? Those guys, they're
Yes.
just barely keeping up with their wounds. Yeah.
Yes.
the heroes.
And the other 2 are not well off either. They just fought off like one Draugr on their own, and they're significantly wounded as well. They try to like run faster, but they're just doing the best they can.
Alright, yeah, so no, I'm not leaving a man behind. So
Yeah, but then they keep running. They're not stopping.
yeah, no, they're not stopping, but I'm in the front with my boars. I'll make sure that we go at their pace.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And if anything does threaten us, the boars and I can handle it.
So as you're running through the chaos of what's happening in the city, as you like are running through like I guess a small like not really corridor but small alleyway, as you guys are heading just straight through the castle. You guys are not using really the main roads, and as you go to like a small opening, like you guys are about 20 feet to that opening, there you see like suddenly out of the corners you see a bunch of like you see like 3 tieflings and 3 dragonborns with weapons to their side, and then you see this one red dragonborn, and then he looks like he gives a really evil grin and then looks towards Erland. Guys, stop in your tracks, and then he just says, well, what do we have here? The ruler of Holdgate himself. And then everyone like you guys are looking at is ready to beat the shit out of this guy. Like they're just eyeing him up.
Yeah.
Give him to us,
I'm just gonna
and
stand
and none of you
in front
don't have to get involved.
I would
Alright, yeah. I'm just-
actually stand in between them, just stare that Dragonborn down, shaking my head. Don't you fucking dare touch him, you disgusting piece of shit.
Spear
And then they just.
failed. Yep.
All right, hold on. Let's set the scene here, shall we?
Yep.
Okay, so let me see here. Zach is throwing his spear and missing. Civ is trying to intimidate them. And I'm trying to keep this crap under control.
Yes.
And failing miserably.
I was gonna go and try to talk to him, but I was like, fuck it, apparently.
I thought this is a queue for battle, which our DM has currently set up on. So I was like, fine. Let's just
I was
do it.
like, I was like, dang. So this could be possibly ended diplomatically, or they could fight their way out. And then I hear the spear being thrown. It's gonna be ending in a fight.
Shit. My fault.
Zach just like,
We have-
spear.
It's
Zach, just so you remember, I'm the barbarian here, not you.
No, I'm just
I'm the
sneaking
one.
behind, throwing spears. That's all I do.
I'm the one.
Oh, so you're
Although-
basically you're
although-
rogue with the spear's proficiency. Fucking
to
asshole.
be fair, I would have insulted them so badly they would have attacked us. No chance they would have not.
Let me see if I no, hand.
Diplomacy
Robin,
is already
let
out
me
of
see
the
if I got
window.
this straight. Let me see if I got this straight, Robin. Your big thing is like someone comes up to I can just imagine this, like someone comes up to you and says, "Excuse me, sir, could you tell me the direction
Spear.
of the castle?" I put my spear down.
Excuse me, sir, spear. Can you
obviously
show me
a
the
spy.
spear?
That's his go-to spell.
Yes.
I cast spear
I
on
cast
them.
spear.
I,
It flies in midair.
I cast fist.
Muscle wizard right there.
Yes.
All right, let's get the tokens set up first. We need to get Orions and Sips.
Yeah, I am right in the
Question:
front of all of this.
which ones were guards 1 and 2 who had like one or
They're at the back. They're the ones that are most wounded, so they stayed at the back.
Mhm.
To the one at top, that's 1. To the bottom is 3.
Oh man.
I'll be.
Please keep them alive. I already gave them a first and last name.
I mean, I also have a last name.
Don't name them. Do not give names to our ablet of bait.
Apple of bait. Wait, why did Orange shrink down to size? He should have crushed them with his size. He was so huge. He could have
That's
crushed
the
them.
end game build. We're not gods yet, guys. Calm down.
Wait, we become gods?
Whoops.
We are gods in
I
the
mean-
I love becoming a god.
Mhm.
We are gods in the making. We are young gods. We will crash down.
Look, I am huge.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, Arnold.
I'm huge.
Oh no. You're smaller again. No.
I completely neglected to get a token for Erland.
Mhm.
Oh boy.
You know, the more that I think about it, I'm really ill prepared for this.
Now you know why I don't use tokens.
Is an illusion.
now you know why I don't DM that much. Anyway, there you go. He's looking pretty good.
Yes.
All right, so someone
Stand
threw a
out.
spear, yeah?
Yes. And
Yes.
it comes
So-
back to my hand. Yes.
And then they just look at you and, they're just getting ready to weapons like,
No,
get him, boys. And they're
Actually, I before they get to their weapons, and I said, "Speak to us like that again, and you'll be speared." And I failed disastrously. Yes, because it was out of passion, and I didn't think this through. So yeah, it landed right next to his feet, and it doesn't
Again,
really-
I could have
work out.
intimidated better.
I know.
They
You
probably heard you.
I did
say-
that intentionally. I know I have the 0, so yeah.
Zach, they probably
You
heard
can
you say.
literally,
Yeah. They probably
They
you
heard
can
you say-
literally
Don't-
hear like,
yeah,
oh,
the red dragonborn at front, like, he just looks at you, Zach, and he says, "Oh, I'll be spearing you where you don't like it."
Oh,
All right.
my.
No, Zach. What you said when you said that, speak to us again like that, and you'll be speared. They probably heard, speak to us again like that, and you'll be spared.
Probably.
No, let's go with that. Let's go with that. That's
Probably.
good. They look at each other and
They were
they
like,
just,
what?
all right.
They were like, what?
Okay.
Okay, guys, roll initiative.
Yeah, I'm just going to. First, I can't control my token. Let's start with that.
Oh,
shit.
oh yeah. I have to give you guys control. So hold on.
Oh, come on. A 3? So many ones. So many ones, man.
Get them out of the way right now so you can use them in the fight.
Yeah. I'm no use. I'm useless. I'm useless. Wow.
Here we go.
That is how initiative should be rolled. A 22.
I mean, I have.
I think the laugh helped her a lot.
Still, that
Yeah.
is some good roll. Seriously. Like, it's a 16.
It is.
It is.
That's too small a picture.
The picture is so small.
Why do I have to run so many NPCs?
It's okay.
I don't know why do you do this.
You will get used to it.
Red,
You don't have to
red
send
is
as many enemies against it.
red is number 1, blue is number 3, and these two. You know what? We'll see what happens.
We'll
Let's
see
see if
what
they
happens.
get
Yes.
worthy of a name, shall we?
Yes.
They're not going to keep their names. They're gonna
no,
die.
they're gonna die. They were
They're still
already
gonna
on
die.
the
Well-
edge. Why is the poop?
I will.
Like I said, do
It
not
is-
name our ablative bait. Do not name the bait at all.
Yes.
You know what?
That's better.
Don't tell me the odds. They're gonna survive this one.
They are? No, they're not.
I hope they do.
I mean, if we go by the probability.
For the sake
the
of
pa-
simplicity, I am gonna make the bandit. This bandit here, I guess, act on his own, the red one, because he's a bit special, while the tieflings and the other dragonborn will act in one turn, because they're not
Okay.
that special.
Alright.
Is it both
they're the
tieflings and
grunts.
dragonborn who were slaves?
Yeah, those are slaves, I think.
Okay.
And the guards and bars will just act during
My turn.
Orin's turn.
Yeah.
We don't have any giants.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought we have
Alright.
a few giants on our side, you know, as well as dragons.
No, like
gods.
giant
And
slaves.
We have a few Tarrasques.
You're not. You're in the
No,
wrong
no,
part of the
no,
kingdom
no.
for giant slaves. All right, the only one to actually get a good score above 15, Civ.
Question: Would Zach's attack have gotten advantage since it was surprise?
Came with what?
Sorry.
I mean, he did attack out of initiative just randomly, like a
Mhm.
madman.
Yes.
Would it have been at a surprise?
Yes, would have been a surprise because they should have a surprise round. They were still in diplomat mode.
Well, surprise
like,
is
no,
defined
not so
as
much-
if they don't know if it's a. Yeah, advantage. I get what you mean, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's not, it's not. It's cool.
I don't think it would.
wait.
This feels
Let's
like
do it like this. Robin, do a stealth. Let's see if you were like stealthy enough. They were too focused on them, and then you just suddenly throw it.
Nope. Not gonna make it.
Yeah, they hear the clanging of your spear as you raised it, and they looked at you before you
Yes.
threw it. So
Which is
not
good.
surprised.
Which is good.
Not surprised. Not advantage. Yeah.
Which is
All
good.
right. Yeah, Civ.
I
What's the
totally
game
accept.
plan?
The game plan is firstly make my familia use the help action on this guy so I get advantage on him,
Mhm.
and stare him down for a moment, and basically just say, "You lowly maggots need to know your place," and cast Ray of Sickness on the one in the front.
Nice. Ooh.
Oh, that hits. Definitely, that hits.
Ooh, ouch.
Whoa.
Ouch.
Woo.
That hurts.
That's gonna
That
hit
will
if he
hurt.
doesn't make it. Okay. Con save, right?
Yes.
His best
Oh boy.
save.
Whew.
Oh boy.
So that's 13, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
He failed.
Yeah.
Yes!
He's gonna be poisoned then.
Like you just ray of sickness, he's like, and then he just looks at you and he just points, get that bitch first, and then like all the bandits just look towards you.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Not
Oh boy.
good.
Uh-oh.
Jesus, spell
Alright.
Is there any other effect of ray of sickness or just damage?
Poison until the end of your his next turn. Let me
Mhm.
check.
I think it's his next turn.
Yeah, until the end of my next turn.
Oh, yours. Okay.
He's poisoned until the end of my next turn.
Disadvantage on attack and
Alright.
ability
Yes.
checks.
Exactly.
All right, nice move, nice move. All right, the captain of the guard himself.
Alright. Alright, I'm going to just trundle up to this coughing dude. I'm going to trundle up to him. I'm going to say, I'm just going to look at him right in the eye. I'm just going to say, if you have any women folk, they will soon be howling great lamentations. And then I swing my hammer at him.
Nice.
All right.
Come on. 11.
That hits nothing.
Nope.
Like, here's the thing when you try to attack someone, right? When you announce your attack before you attack, they know you're gonna attack, so he just dodges out of the way, preempting your strike.
I'm imagining him like he just doubles over coughing right as I swing, and I just swing right
Yeah.
at him.
Yeah, it's like,
I'm
and then he
just
just stands back up. Yeah.
So I'm just gonna kind of just like stand there and just look down at him. It's gonna be like, I'm just gonna look at him like, you won't be so lucky next time. And then I am going to direct my boars into the fight.
All right.
I'm gonna direct my
They have to
boars.
get through. They have to get through some allies here.
Well, they can move
What's their-
around. Is there IL?
Yeah, they can. Yeah, but it's difficult. It's difficult. Oh no, wait. Are they small? Hold on. If they're small, they can move through. What's their size?
I don't think Boris is small.
sorry.
Medium size, right? Those are
Medium size, yeah.
creature.
Yeah, they're medium, so it's difficult terrain.
Oh, but yeah, I've actually seen wild pigs. But they're not. They're actually small size. They're like the size of small dogs.
Oh yeah, boars
They're-
are medium.
One can
Boars are bigger.
actually one can move here. One can move here, and the other can. Oh, the other, yeah, you can get both of them here if you wish.
Perfect. That's what I wanted.
All right. Like you call them over, maybe a whistle or something like that, and they just go through, and they attack.
Way past you, grunting, and I'm just like, now you face the wrath of my boars. Boars, show them your wrath.
I heard. They probably heard us show them your ass.
Yeah. Fuck you.
With their perception, they probably do.
The Dragonborn dodges both bars. Yeah, so he just dodges.
Oh my god. That's amazing.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm in
I just
tears.
look at
Oh my
them,
god, that's so
He
good.
dodges them. He dodges them boars. I just look at him. I'm like, on behalf of my boars, I apologize. They are not wrathful enough yet.
So the guards are there. What are you gonna tell them to do?
The guards, I'm just going to direct them to form a line between Erland and Civ.
All right.
Just, like, if
they
they have any ranged attacks, like the guards in the back should use them.
They have only their spears. They're gonna have to throw their only melee weapon for range.
No,
They're not.
In that case, don't throw the spears. You're gonna.
Yeah. So three just looks at one, and then one just looks at three, gestures three to do it. Three sighs, and he just fills up the hole. While one will just move beside. And and all of them ready their action. If any of them get within range, they'll attack.
All right. I'm going to. Let me just ask our bard something. Do you have anything that can debuff these guys? Or
You have a
buff
bard?
all of us at once?
You mean like the poison?
No, no, because I'm kind of looking at this setup. I'm kind of worried.
Can
Do we
we
have
say
anything that can buff
the
up?
bard?
I don't know.
I thought you were
Adrian,
asking
your
the
guy.
bard.
I'm not a
just assumed.
bard.
No, he's
Who
not
are
a
you then?
bard.
I could just
What
play
are you then?
music. I'm a pavo.
Okay. Okay, Music Man. Do you have anything that can buff us?
You're doing great, guys.
Oh,
Very
that's
nice.
so good.
You were asking the
That's-
blind man for magic.
That's all I need. We did.
Is that
Okay, that's. I guess that's my turn then.
Music Man?
Music man.
Music man.
Can I climb the roof?
Yeah, you can
Can I-
climb a roof. Just acrobatics.
Cool. My best.
Like you can probably like
Please fail
go.
it. That is not
You got a
good.
good start. You got a good like leap, and then you're gonna go for like a second leap. But then that's when you trip on the first like
Yes.
platform, and then you're just on the ground. Although you're not prone, you just failed to climb.
Gonna shrug and like lean because I can lean up against the wall because I can barely see him from here.
You can probably try to hit him.
Yeah,
Fine.
throwing away my melee weapons.
Oh yeah, are you also that? Okay, yeah, don't do it.
Yeah, well, why not? I'm gonna take my dagger and throw it to add disadvantage, so 10.
Oh man.
The dagger falls beside Orin.
I'm just.
Doo-doo-doo.
I'm just thinking to myself. Yeah, we're dead.
We're dead.
I'm
Deader
just
than
like-
dead.
I'm better at talking than fighting.
Meanwhile, I'm just gonna look. Meanwhile, I'm gonna keep this facade of confidence. Look at the red guy, and I'm just going to be like, I'm just going to look at him to say, a true warrior can fight through sickness. Can you do the same? Can you do that?
The thing is, he's trying to say something, but he keeps coughing.
Yes.
Yeah. I look
Like,
at him like,
you know
"Yeah,
Nice.
I can't hear you over the sound of your weakness, little man.
Oh my
Alright.
god, he is totally going after you. Holy shit.
Let him. That's my job.
Fellow Dragonborns jump in and assist their leader. They're gonna attack the boars.
The bards.
The bards,
We are
yes.
Mr.
bards
Malthar,
here.
does my manliness intimidate you?
Yes.
Is that why you must attack little piggies instead of me?
Yes.
Yes, you're making intimidation roll.
Is there a taunt roll? Please be a taunt roll. And he gets.
Taunt roll.
Yes.
That's what I'm doing. That basically.
Intimidation.
No!
Yeah, they're not. They're going after the. They're gonna go after the
Yeah,
boys. The
they're
boys
going
are
after
them.
wiggling
Yeah,
their
they're-
asses at them. The boys are kind of just showing their butts, wiggling their butts.
Yeah, they're gonna take their advantage. So,
Wait, advantage?
these scimitars.
How?
Oh no, not advantage. They're gonna take their advantage on
Oh,
for
okay.
the bars just showing their, not like real advantage. Hold on.
Okay.
So they both hit.
Oh
Okay.
no, piggies.
No, not the oh no! If they kill my piggies, they are dead. They are dead men.
Aren't they dead men? I-
So that's a.
I got some good one-liners. I have good one-liners. I'm
Yes,
just not-
but the rolls are so.
Exactly. The roles are just like, yeah, you're trying to be scary, but actually you're quite funny.
Yes.
I am like that's why that's why one of the voices I suggested was Jorgen.
Fucking, you see the bard towards your right gets slashed down by the like slit by his neck,
Mhm.
and but
Oh,
you
shit, he's
these
dead.
bard wait, but he's no, he's not dead though. The bard just slowly stands up with 1 HP.
That is
Oh
my
my God.
boar right there, baby.
Oh.
Look at him. Look at my boar.
You'll be dead.
Just a heads up.
I'm gonna look at Erland. Oh, good. Good. I'm gonna look at Erland. I'm gonna say, if any of my boars die, I would like some new ones, please.
And he just nods. He's fine. Yeah.
Okay, no,
These tieflings to the side, they just grab their crossbows, load it, and
No,
Hmm.
piggies. No.
the one in the middle looks towards the left one. Brother, which one do you want to get? And the one on the right just said, let's get the girl first. She seems scary enough. And then all three of them aim their crossbows
Oh,
towards
Yes,
them.
you are a little. I'm like, yes, you little bitch. You cannot stand to face a paragon of manliness like myself, so you must attack a woman.
Intimidation.
You roll-
Again.
Someday it will work.
Really?
Is it or persuasion? Which one would you rather? Would you rather want?
They both
Persuasion,
use
I'm trained in
charisma.
that.
They
I'll use
both
the
use
persuasion.
charisma. So they both suck.
Well, I'm actually trained in persuasion, that's the thing.
Oh, okay.
Do persuasion.
20!
Oh my.
And then all three of them look at each other and then like,
Shrug.
you know, we can save that bitch for later. And then they all aim their crossbow towards.
Yeah, I just stand
Alright.
there. I'm just stand there like I'm ready to take it. I'm ready to just take it. I'm like, bring it. Let us see what your little bitch weapons do.
What's your AC?
16.
I have a 15 right now. With shield, I would have 20.
Maybe.
So,
But I have
Orin,
more hit points than you.
how will you describe
Yes, true.
dodging 3 crossbow bolts?
I don't. I hold up my arm, my armored arm. The 3 crossbow bolts just slam into the armor. They don't actually penetrate. And then I take my hammer and I just use the half to the hammer to smash the crossbow bolts in half. So
Nice.
there's still like half of them stuck inside of my arm, and the other half is lying on the ground.
Yes.
You see, Erland, you
It's the
get a
guards.
glimpse of Erland behind you. Erland is really impressed. He's like nodding. And in fact, he looks relaxed. He thinks you guys got this.
Mm-hmm. Let's hope so.
And then you see the like he just keeps coughing, and then it's like and then he does a fire breath.
Oh shit! I knew it. Fuck.
Yeah, I knew that. Yeah, I was doing the Leonidas thing from 300.
Yes.
I knew it. That's
So 15-foot cone, right?
Yep.
Oh no, my boys! Oh no!
They're
Look,
dead.
yeah, my
They're
boys.
deader than dead. They're
Yeah, my
toast.
boys are dead. Erland is probably a dead man.
Yes. Not just probably.
Okay, guys, make a deck save.
I'm glad I
Great.
didn't move forward.
Well, not.
I'll make a
me.
deck save for the
Oh my
guards.
God.
Ooh! Natural 20.
Use deck stress.
I'm on a roll today. Holy
Yes.
shit.
You ballet
boy.
this out of the way, you know, just
And like,
just black
I don't
Swan or-
give
yeah,
any
Swamp
single
Lake,
fucks
whatever.
today.
Yeah.
And
Yikes, that's Erland's roll.
Oh
Yikes.
my god. Just when
Oh,
you're
let's-
relaxed.
Lord of Healing, do something.
Yes.
Bard, heal him.
Bards!
Hold on, I gotta double check something. I just need to make sure that. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm just double checking what's the DC for these guys are.
A plus pro.
Okay, so-
Con.
Only 2 guards fail, and those 2 guards are.
Oh
my
This is
God.
one on top. He passes. Three fails. This guy passes. One fails. And then roll 2d6 and
Oh, it's just 2d6. It should be fine.
these guys are half dragons. I know what you guys are thinking.
Half damage if you make the dexterity throw?
No, I know they're not half dragons, they're dragonborn. They're
Yeah,
not-
exactly.
Not me, but still, that's 4 points of damage. That's gonna take a few guys out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
half damage of 9, which is 4. So, as 3 and 1 get consumed by the flames, they scream and then they fall.
Oh,
I'm
it's
just- I'm
double
like-
halved on your side. Interesting.
I'm just
it
looking at
is.
him like, I just look back at him, at the red guy. I'm like, well, I hope you enjoyed that. I'm not
Also,
going to give you a chance to do it again.
I would like to cast Hellish Rebuke on that Dragonborn as
Nice.
a reaction.
Go ahead.
Rebuke.
Ooh,
Ooh, he's toast. Holy shit, he's toast.
ooh, shit.
That's pretty
Crush
fucking
him.
good.
He's
Freeze
deader
attack.
than
Also,
dead.
did we get a chance to take a short rest?
No, we never.
No. You guys
Nope.
had to
I'm
leave
at 10 hit
immediately.
points.
Yes.
That means I'm
Yeah.
at 10 hit points right now. I'm gonna have to
He
start
makes
raging
the
again.
DC. So he makes the DC. It's
Oh,
12.
12 points
Yeah,
of
he got a
damage.
19.
Okay.
And he's resistant to fire.
Oh, shit.
I thought so. Unlucky.
6 damage.
Gets 6 damage. Yep.
It's okay, it's still good damage. It's still good damage.
And he's like, and he's just trying to like break the cough, and that's his turn. Zach,
Alright.
the one who started it. You see 3 and 1 fall to the fire breath.
Yep, I need to finish this. I charge. I charge past through them. Fuck.
Oh wait, sorry, I forgot something. Erland got 9 damage.
He did.
He's not dead. He's not dead. He's not dead. He has his fair share of battles,
Alright.
although he wasn't really the frontliner. But you see he's significantly wounded. Like, he has, like, a lot of burns.
Alright, I drag him to the side. Actually, I kicked him to the side. Just gently, gently swoop him to the
Taking
side
1
and says,
damage and dying.
Gently deliver a rib-crushing kick, knock him to the
and
ground.
he died. Yes.
Kick him to the side with, like, how many HP he has left.
No, I just do a gentle swoop. Just move him to the side. And I call my familiar Kismet. Actually, I would say he moved to here. You know, I swoop
Yeah.
him
Like,
to
out
the
of the
side.
15
yes,
foot.
out of the 15-foot cone. So here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Like,
then,
as you just, as you, like, you know, guide him to the side, it's like, what are you doing? And then, like, he's still trying to recover from, like, the shock of being fire breath on, but he's at the
saving your
side.
ass. Now move. And I charge. And I try to deal with shit. Who can I deal with? Okay. I call my familiar Kismet to do a dive. Can I have the owl token? Sorry.
Token?
Not token, but
Is
the
it-
character sheet. I just need the owl character sheet.
Oh, yeah.
Familiar, yeah, because he can do a flyby attack, so I can get the advantage and just flank this motherfucker. Alright. Spear first. Oh, advantage. Wait, why isn't there any... Oh, I want the image.
Oh,
Yeah, the image doesn't show. Shit. 17? Does that hit?
Yeah, that hits, definitely.
Alright. Spear damage 7. And that's for this dude. This dude over here.
Yep.
By the way, Robin, that's not
He's
how you
still standing, but he looks wounded from that, like, really wounded.
I need the owl, so the owl can apply extra damage. By the way, Falcon. Yeah, Falcon, what was that? How do I do this? Please enlighten me with your wisdom.
Right, I'll get you the link. Give me a moment.
Roll 20 logo?
yeah, you have to write it differently. It just kind of canceled all the stuff I
Page
wrote
not found.
between.
Here, let me show you.
Fixed it.
There you go.
Nice.
That's how. Well, I just posted is how you put the GIF into
Oh,
the
okay.
GIF macro, GIF into a macro. And this works.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
it works for any Jeff. Yeah, no problem.
Thank
No
you.
problem.
Thank you, guys. Dealing 1 damage per hit? Why?
No.
I thought the owl has more. Hold on. Oh.
Yes, yeah, he only has 1d1 of slashing damage.
Seriously? 1d1?
He has
Yeah.
a +3 to hit though.
Yeah, he has a +3 to hit. Familiar.
I don't have a token for the
No,
owl
you can
right
just
now.
No,
you can
you
just
don't need
drag
gonna
the compendium. You can just drag it and open up the page for me to use it. So yeah.
Yeah, I given you access to it already.
Oh, let me see. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. And owl, flyby, talons. 12. That's probably gonna miss. Is that a miss or a hit?
Hold on. Double checking. It hits.
Oh, nice. So 1 point. Sing. It just knits it. Yeah, and it
Is that
flies
all you can do?
away. Yeah, and it flies away 60 feet away from those guys, so he doesn't get hurt.
Alright.
That's it. That's the end of my turn.
Top of the round. Civ.
Okay, I would like to cast Flaming Sphere right here. And kind of just laugh at them tauntingly. Is that all you can do? I expected more of people who are trained to fight all their lives.
And they just like the red one can't really say anything. He's still coughing, but then everyone just they don't even say anything. It's a really silent anger as they just all look at you.
It's okay because I just moved to the back.
I expect you guys to fight better.
Yeah.
Creep into the corner.
You just drop the mic and retreat to the corner. Yes.
Also, I have my familiar perform the help action on him for our big dude here.
Nice.
All right. So wait, is it in the right spot?
Yeah, it is.
All right. So does it do any damage now or until the end of their turns?
Until the end of their turns,
Ooh,
All right.
nice.
Is that all
respectively.
is that all you're gonna do?
Yes, this is all I'm gonna do.
Okay. Orin.
Right, one moment.
As he rages and
I just need to double check something is on.
Rage. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so that doesn't take a
Almighty
bonus action.
punch.
Alright.
Why do we not have a monk?
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Maybe. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rage as a bonus action.
Yes.
So
Gotcha.
now that I'm pissed off at the world and everything, I am going to attack the red dragonborn. But I'm going to use my reckless attack.
All right. So advantage.
Yeah, so I have advantage on attacks against him, but but everyone else has advantage on attacks against me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Close.
I've encountered reckless attacks so many times.
Yeah, well, this guy's about to encounter it for the first time. Let's see if it works.
Yeah.
13 misses.
Yeah.
Although the big
That's
dude
good.
should have advantage on him due to having
Yeah,
disadvantage.
Now they all
to
have
him.
advantage.
Yeah, they all have.
Well, now they all have advantage on me. Yeah, can I command the guards to go grab the spears of their fallen comrades and use those as ranged weapons?
They will. They'll do it.
All right.
All right.
Just
So
I'll just tell them that their friends are in Valhalla right now for their bravery in battle. So they really shouldn't feel that much shame about using the weapons of these brave warriors.
do me a charisma check, just a straight charisma check.
Inspiration. Woo, nice.
Yeah.
They grab their
actually quite
spears and they
inspiring.
shout. They grab the spears from their fallen allies and shout for Holdgate, and they attack.
Nice.
For Holdgate, for your lord.
Oh.
So let's see if they grab the spears on the ground and throw it. Yikes. Did you want them to
well.
throw it at?
Oh. Hell.
Throw it at the. Can they throw it at the tiefling?
They definitely can, yeah.
Oh,
But
without-
it misses either way.
Yeah, but-
Sadly.
Alright, yeah, it doesn't really matter. In that case, yeah, just throw it at the red one.
1 point.
Yeah, it misses as well. Like
Oh.
none of them are gonna hit.
Seriously?
Yeah, just throw it at them. I don't care.
They
Alright, now
yeah,
my board.
they just like they sustain wounds, so you know.
Yeah. No, my boars. I'm going to have them attack the red one. I'm going to direct them to attack him.
Alright. First one misses, but the second one hits.
Go boars! We're all good. Yeah. All right.
Is that it?
So yeah, that's really all they can do. I mean,
Seems
I can't really direct them to back up and charge. So,
Alright. Adrian.
Ooh, that's good.
Can I grow wings and fly over them and then drop down? It's not a power I have. It's just me. Can I?
I mean, you can just
certainly
move
try.
aside.
Do it.
Fuck. I'm only good at melee, and I can't go to melee.
You can. You
Actually, can I?
You can go to melee if you want.
20, 30, yeah, you can go through allies.
Yeah, you can totally charge in.
Fair enough. Okay, I'd like to go here and attack this guy.
Yep.
If you go here, you will have advantage.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
but he'll
started-
get fire damage because if he ends his turn
Oh,
there,
right, yes.
and and his
and
movement's
I-
probably used up.
Yes.
And I started here, so that's 10, and that's
15. You still have 5 more
Yeah,
feet,
so
right?
I could. You're right.
But he can't move back out.
Yes.
Natural 20.
Nice!
Ooh, nice.
Kill it! Kill it with
Um,
everything you've got.
You chop his head off.
Nice!
And
Oh, the Bloodborne.
yeah,
It
good
looks so
man.
cool.
Good job for chopping his head off. No, Civ, what happened with that one is I forgot that there shouldn't be a space between the bracket and parentheses.
They shouldn't
So
be
that's what
wet.
No space.
No space.
There shouldn't be a space, but yeah, I
Ah.
want to find an excuse
Anyway,
to use that, yeah.
Adrian, is there anything else you want to do?
yes, I'm writing something to you. But you can just go on to the others.
All right. Level 1 is dead. The other one,
They take fire damage.
They will after
they
the
didn't
turn.
end it. If they did, yeah.
But oh.
This one, what is it gonna do? Okay.
No, I mean last
Oh,
turn did
boy.
they take the fire damage?
Oh,
When they end their turn there.
Yeah, I mean
No, no, no,
last
no.
turn.
Yeah, last round.
Yeah,
did
last
that.
round they should have taken the fire damage first because they ended.
Did they have a turn already?
They didn't. No,
Not
it's
the
about
end
to
of the
start
turn
their
in
turn.
general, but in the end of their turn respectively. Like whenever one of them ends their turn, they
Yeah,
get the,
so-
the fire damage down.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
normally she can like hit it into somebody.
And
they-
since I'm the first one in this whole round, I'm not sure if any one of these attacked already.
they haven't. They
None of
haven't.
them did.
okay.
They're
In that
about
case-
to. That's why I'm
Yeah,
asking,
exactly.
what are they gonna do? So
Do nothing and surrender. That's what they will do. The music is really good. I like it.
I know, right?
Yes.
I love it.
Okay, this one is gonna. You know what? His boss can handle this beefy-looking guy, maybe. So he's gonna attack the bar.
The bar.
Leave the bar
Also, if
alone.
anyone kills my bars,
You will kill them. Haha.
All right. The bar just dodges out of the way. And does he want to risk an attack of opportunity?
does he?
Is he? Is he?
He looks
smart
towards the
enough?
fire. Looks towards. He takes his chances, seeing as he hasn't hit anything yet, and he moves to the side. Roll an attack of opportunity.
Nice.
Nice.
Oren, do it.
This is where he gets a natural 20 and kill him in one hit.
Yes.
Does
So I got
reckless
natural
attack
20,
apply
but not
out
with
to-
advantage?
Yikes! But that does hit.
Oh, good. What is best in life? To crush your enemies. To see them thrive
Is it a
before
20?
you.
Is it a
And
20
hear the
on damage?
lamentations of their women.
Yep.
No, it's just 11 damage.
Oh really?
If it was
Oh.
a crit, it would have been 20.
Wait, but I thought
So
reckless.
here's the thing: you still.
Does reckless
Anyway,
attack
anyway,
your opportunity attack?
Okay.
It's just the one test. It's just one attack.
Okay.
Oh.
If you take an attack action on your turn, you get on your first attack. You can choose to make it a reckless attack.
All right. Got it.
You still chop his head off though. He's dead.
No, so I do what I do in the Jeff.
Yes.
Yeah, you just
Smack
you
to
smash
the
him at the head.
Smack him again.
Nice.
Beat him down.
Nice.
He's done for.
Yes. Totally.
All right.
So finally, he stops coughing, and he gets his sword and looks towards Orin, and he's gonna fight you in a one-on-one. Well,
I'm just like.
what could be
yeah,
deemed as a one-on-one?
Yeah. All right. Let's see what your insides look like.
Why do I get the feeling?
He hits you with. Yeah, he hits you with a dagger, but it's probably not gonna do much. 4 piercing, half to 2.
That's 2.
Yep. Oh wait, I forgot the tieflings have to move. Okay,
Also, he gets damage from my
Yes.
flaming sphere now.
yeah, if he ends his turn, but hold on, I'll just do the tiefling.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, okay, I'll solve the red. Yeah, he stays where he is, and he's trying to see if he can mix his dex.
Flaming sphere.
He makes it, and he gets only 3 damage, and then half again to 1.
1.
Oh man.
And the tieflings, they look at each other, and they look at the 2 dead dragonborns, and they look at each other. I don't think we played our cards right, brothers. And the one at the left just disengages and starts running away. And runs outside the map. This one just runs away
outside
as
the
well.
map. Nice one.
And runs. This one runs with his brother to the left.
Yes.
They just keep running.
Yeah.
They're out of there. And then you see the
I'm just
red
gonna respond
dragonborn.
to this.
He's
Yes.
seething with anger as the plan just failed. And he just looks towards you, and he just looks at Erland and says, "I won't go down until he's dead."
Well, then
And
you'll
you're
be
going
dead.
to be
Why?
waiting here a long time.
You will be dead.
You will be waiting a long time. The only way this man is dying is peacefully in bed.
And as that happens, Zach.
All right. Since it's the last move, I am gonna swoop in to a better position. You know what? Fuck it.
Into the flaming spear
Yeah,
for
I
flanking
think I can
attack.
take it. I'm gonna go into the flaming sphere, and just for a better position wise, and then.
I mean, you can still move out, but then you're gonna risk an attack of opportunity from him.
And not if I kill him. All right. I'll just say I go into the flaming sphere. So yeah, and then I
Don't you still have
use that.
advantage?
Yes, I use that as my advantage to attack him. 20.
That hits.
5 points. The damage sucks. However, I am gonna use my familiar to swoop in and do opportunity attack as well. 17. That's a hit, and 1 damage.
So with the combination of you and your owl, just like the owl is distracting him, and then you come at the back. You
Yes.
stab him behind the back actually, and then he just falls to his knees and.
He's killed by an owl.
He's killed by an owl. Please tell me killed by an owl.
And then the owl just scratches his face enough and gets just scratches him enough that he's on the floor.
He got killed by an owl.
Can I say he got slit
really
throat
good.
by my kismet, please? Just like,
Yes, he did.
yes, thank you. So
Oh my
yeah,
God.
the owl just swoop in and with its talons stretched out, just slits its throat and flies away. That's my boy. Yes.
Hardcore owl.
Yeah.
1 damage owl killing the boss.
Nice.
I bet the Dragonborn died thinking, please don't let them know that I was killed by a warrior. Don't let them think that I got killed by an owl.
Yeah. All right. I walk out
Erland
of
just
the flames
stumbles
to-
and he just gets up to his feet like with so much like a lot of burns,
Yeah.
and he's like, "We need to go."
We do. I walk out of the flaming sphere. Yeah, range.
Can you walk?
I believe I can. And then like he looks towards like the like he just steps over the guards that are dead, and then he sees like the dragonborn in front of him and spits at it, and let's go.
All right.
Yeah.
Quick scanning. Do I find anything valuable?
Do you
What
wanna?
are they attacking us with?
Just a quick pack down.
It's like they grab things like straight from like what seems to be like if there's like a set weapons like you get like as slaves like for the arena, that's where they just probably got their stuff.
Okay. Nothing valuable. Let's get
So like the
going.
only thing they have, it's not really. It's like they only have like. The Dragonborns were like they didn't have armor, but their scales were enough like to prove as armor,
All right.
and then they just had weapons like regular weapons, and that's it.
Okay. If that's the case, I'm going.
Quick question. Any of them wearing any amulets or anything?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Alright.
They're slaves, probably. So, nothing
Yeah,
valuable.
they could still hide it.
Do you want to pat them down? I'm all down for it. If we have the time.
Can I would like to go to the guards, the dead ones,
Seriously? Good. All right.
and I'm gonna rake them, which is remove all the hair from their head.
And Erland just looks at you and says, "Can you do that when we get to the castle?"
I don't think we have time for this.
I'm gonna
no,
look
let's,
to them.
yeah,
If Hell is back, her ship is back, and I don't want it to sail. So please help me scalp them.
Can I roll for a religious check to see what he's talking about?
Yeah.
All right. Now it's working. Now it's a 20. Interesting. When in non-combat situation.
Actually, I'd like to roll that too.
Yeah, go ahead.
No idea.
So why is
The
the scalping? I wouldn't know that, right?
This is how you prevent Dragir from spawning back, right?
This and Hell has a special ship called. I forgot what it's actually called, but it's a ship made out of the human nails and hair from all the
I see.
traveling there, which is why you rake humans and pull out the nails.
Can we just burn them?
We could, but that would be very sacrilegious. But yeah, you can.
Hold on. So Hell uses a ship made of human hair and nails.
Yes.
Interesting.
She sails
Why-
around.
Well, why don't we just yank the nails out of the carcasses and be done with them?
I'm gonna
Then why
shrug.
go to the trouble of burning a corpse and hoping that the hair and nails get burned up when we could just pull the nails and hair out and be done?
We don't have the
Then
time.
just burn that.
We don't have
Exactly.
the time.
As
Erland,
discussing
Erland
this,
just orders the two wounded guards. Pick them up, and then like see that they're wounded, but then like they still follow orders and pick them up, and they just nod along.
All right.
I'm gonna shrug and
Hang on, my boars are still alive, right?
Yes.
They are,
Yeah.
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 Place them on the board.
Yeah. So let's just put the bodies on the boards.
What
And
about
then
the dragon
Erland
board?
just. So yeah, the guards just nod, and then they just put like they're relieved that the bars are still alive, and they just put the bodies on the bars.
Mhm.
It's like
Yeah, put it.
sigh of relief.
Yeah, the Dragonborn. We could probably just throw the two black ones into a burning house.
Yeah. Or the flaming
Well, you have
sphere.
a flaming spear in front of you.
Yeah, it's like
True.
right
Let's just
there.
drop them in the flaming sphere,
Yeah.
and Civ can maintain concentration on it as we walk away.
Yes.
The red one.
Yes.
That means we only have to yank the nails out of the red one
Why not just burn the red one as well?
because
He's
it's fire
fire
resistant.
resistance.
Well, resistance only lasts so much, right?
yeah, we only in range for so
This is
long.
why I'll last the flaming sphere.
Okay.
And if we can't really do that, I'll just use my maul and smash his nails.
All right. Let's do. I'll help you do that actually. With.
All right, you guys do this
as.
as
Yeah.
quickly
It's
as possible.
disgusting.
Yes.
Yeah. Erland just
Flesh.
looks
Mutilate.
like appalled, but then he knows this is a thing you guys have to do. Like this is why you guys are doing the dirty work.
Yeah.
And the guards just throw the dragonborn into the fire, while the red one you smash his nails. And
Yeah, I just looked at him. I'm like, I am sorry, sir, but you saw the Draugr. If hell is back, then we need to destroy the nails and the hair to make sure that she cannot use them.
he just nods, but he's still appalled.
Yeah.
All right.
He said, that is why I'm here, to do the dirty work.
Adrian.
Now,
then,
come on, we need to get moving.
Indeed, we
I'm
do.
gonna
Get to
walk
the
in front this
chopper.
time because I can
Dennis?
talk.
What?
Sorry, Dennis, what are you gonna do?
I would like to walk in front of the group this time. Because
Yeah,
I
okay,
talk
you
to
move
them.
along to the group. Yeah, you move at the front.
Yes.
And this time you guys keep running, and then you finally make it to the castle, and you see that it's like everyone's in their battle stations. Everyone is like by the walls with their crossbows, looking around, like hitting off stragglers. And as they see Erland, one of the guards has looks to the guys guarding the gates, like, open the gate, the Lord's here. And then they open the gate quickly as possible. You guys just run through, and as you enter, like, it's chaotic. Like everyone is moving about. Like they just they're planning what they have to do, which like people have to be sent out to help and stuff like that. And you see like one particularly more like armored gentleman, more of I guess probably with a higher standing in this I guess guard group. He like goes over and then looks towards Orion. It's like, Orion, you're alive. Like you recognize him as like the original captain of the guard. More of like he's more of like when you're not around, he's the second in command. And
He's
he
his
looks
deputy,
great.
basically.
Yeah, I was thinking, shit, this is a
Yeah.
former guy that I displaced, and what does he have against me? But no, if he's my deputy, then that's fine.
yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then
I come in when he says that I'm alive. I shrug. I say it takes more than Draugr and escaped slaves to bring me down. What?
the
What is the
Draugr?
situation here? Says I say, yeah. Apparently, those undead things in the arena were Draugr.
What's happening? And then like what's happening right now? It seems someone released the slaves. They're raiding everything.
I'm like, yes. So but I was, as you can see, I gestured to my body. I'm like, as you can see, I was injured, escorting Lord Erland back. So I'm going to take a few minutes, catch my breath, recover, possibly bandage up myself, and then I'll go outside and start restoring order, one smashed head at a time.
Nice.
Of course, and then please rest. And then he just like continues off this duty. He goes
And then
around
I'm
like
just like,
ordering
and then I
people.
say, also, if we have anyone who can heal my boars, I'm going to need, and the guards. And these 2 guards need healing. And these
The
2
boars
guards, I need to
before the
stop.
guards, yes.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
That's why I laughed.
Well, I'm like, well, the guards are fine. The boars were badly, and guards are relatively fine. The boars were badly injured. Also, I indicate the 2 bodies. I say, before these guards are interred, we do have a belief that Hell the goddess, may be back after all these years. So, before you enter the guards, extract the nails and hair and burn them.
He nods and does it as quickly as possible. He asks helps from other guards, and Erland just says, "Well, I'm getting healed first," and he just like
Of
enters
course
the
you are.
castle.
Of course you are. I'm just gonna sit down and take a short rest.
And like he gestures for Civ to follow.
Yeah, I
Alright.
will.
Yeah, Civ can go. I'm just going to basically sit on a bench and just take a short rest.
Yep. I'm
Alright.
actually gonna take a long rest if it's possible.
Well, long rest is 8 hours.
Well,
You don't have the luxury of 8 hours.
all right, then a short rest it is.
So, short rest, that's gonna include everyone. Everyone gets a short rest. And physicians come by to like the court physician just comes, also heals your bars, and you guys get an extra 1d6 of healing.
Ooh, nice.
Healer's
Ah,
kit basically.
nice.
Nice.
9 points.
That's nice.
And then I'm gonna roll a 1d6. Oh, sorry. Slash roll 1d6. 1. 10 points. That boosts me back.
Let's
to-
roll.
I'm gonna heal your boars. They're full health.
I'm gonna
They have
need another
a
one.
lot. They have a lot of hit dice. Well, not a lot, but they have 2d8.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice. I'm back to full.
The guards are back to full as well. I used all their hit dice.
Well, I've got 31 out of 36 hit points, and no rages left.
Well, I got all my
I got
resources
0
back
hit points for
besides
that
the-
for that hit die.
How is that? Holy shit!
I have an negative 1 too.
I think you should just you still get 1 though. I think you cannot
There's a
be
minus
lower
1
than
to-
1.
Yeah.
There's a -1 to Constitution.
Yeah, I
Holy shit.
mean,
So he even though he rests, he still didn't get the full. You can use more hit dice though.
I've used
Yeah.
2. Just
Oh,
one of
okay.
them.
You
at
have
the
1d6
end.
from healer's kit.
He already
Yeah.
did the roll. It's
Oh, you
just-
already
Yeah.
did it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now he's
I'm
just.
I'm at 20 out of 23. It's enough.
All right.
Alright,
Um,
yeah, okay. We're gonna transition to Civ and Erland. You see Erland's getting bandaged up, and then like you see Erland's visibly pissed. It seems like he was just hiding it when in public, and then it's like, damn slaves, and like he just like spits
Yeah.
blood towards like a bowl, and like, ugh.
She nods. They just don't know where they belong. That's okay. We can make them remember.
That's harsh.
And the music I had doesn't really match the mood, but then yeah. This was more of like a respite song, and I realized, damn, I'm supposed to have like this conversation.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop it for a bit first
Yep.
before we go back to a more of a restful manner. And like he just looks at you, interested, and like he grins and he says, "What do you have in mind?"
Firstly, we have to catch them. And when we do, we gotta punish them so they do not try that again.
And he looks interested. Like he just leans back after getting bandaged up. The physician just leaves, like asks for leaves.
Maybe-
He allows it.
Maybe we could catch one of these Draugr and make them fight them.
And like
There's one
how
left.
would we do that?
Well, the slaves they need to know where they belong. So if we just let 2 or 3 of the slaves fight one of the Draugr and let them die quite painfully, we can handle the Draugr quite well afterwards.
He thinks
That
about
should
it,
teach
and
them.
then he just like he leans, he's comfortable now, and he puts like his clothes back on, and says, "That might be a good idea." And you see, look towards his bookshelf, and then back to you, and then he just thinks about it for a bit, and he just like gives a ha, and looks. You really are a Stark.
She shrugs. I just do
And
not like it when peasants do not know their place and try to attack nobility.
your father did a good job, and he just exits the door and gestures for you to come along.
I follow him.
All right. Now back to you three. You see, actually, while you guys were running in, you didn't really take notice, but it seems they were able to evacuate some of the citizens into the castle, and then as you guys are resting, Orion, can you do a perception? Actually, you three make a perception check.
Me as well.
You.
have feet. I have feet at the end of my legs. How did I not notice that before?
I have no clue.
You guys are pretty tired.
Yes, we were so focused
pretty
on
tired.
resting, we have no clue what is happening.
Yeah, like absolutely no clue.
Yeah.
But well, as you guys are just breathing, like you just you after like probably 10 to 15 minutes, Orion, you feel a familiar tap on your shoulder. You see the same woman that danced with you last night. It's like, it's you. Are you alright?
It is me. See, I'm just like, I said, yeah, I will be in a few minutes.
And do your best.
That is all I can do.
And then she just nods and then shyly just go like shuffle away. And then you see the 2 guards who are resting beside you look like a bit horrified when they notice her. And then
What?
and they one of the guards stand up, and then he whispers you something.
All right, what does he whisper to me?
Question: how close is he to me?
Well, they didn't separate, so if you really want to hear what they're saying, then you can do a perception.
Is he within 30 feet of me?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay.
Feet.
Kick me in the nuts, why don't you?
I mean, I have 3 guesses. One of them is the Duke's daughter.
Also, had to sleep fight.
Yeah. All right. Is there?
Wait. Hold on.
Nobody here's a
Sorry.
paladin, right? Or a cleric?
As far as you know.
Yeah.
Nope.
As far as you can tell, no.
All right. Well, there's nothing more we can do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the guards. So when I'm rested, I'm going to get an expeditionary force together. We're going to go back out. We're going to start knocking heads.
Nice.
All right. You gather up your troops.
Yeah. I'm going to give a little speech. Just basically briefing the troops on what to expect out there. Just very simple. I'll be like, all right, men, listen up. As you may have heard, there is a slave revolt going on. It is time to show them where they stand on the pecking order, beneath our boots.
And they're like, yeah! And like they raise their spears.
We're going to go out there. We are going to restore order to this city one way or another. Now.
And then they raise their spears again.
Now, Some of you may have heard the rumors that Draugr attacked the arena. I would like to
And
assure
then-
you those rumors are true. But there have been no reports.
And when
of
you say
Draugr-
true, they look a bit scared.
There have been
Sorry.
no reports of Draugr sighted in the other parts of the city, however. But still, the fact that Draugr have appeared means that hell might be back. If that is the case, anyone who dies, be they slave, freeman, or guard, must have their hair and nails removed and burned.
They nod. They're listening to you attentively.
As you know the legends, hell traveled around in a ship created of hair and human hair and human nails. We are not going to let that happen on our watch, are we, boys?
Like, yeah, for Holdgate. Like they raise their spears, and at this time, you see what seems to be like a servant boy, kind of like someone that's supposed to be assistant, just running around. He sees he looks towards Adrian and Zach and tells you guys what's this? The Lord asks for your presence or commands for your presence. And then
All right.
he shuffles towards Orin, kind of shy because he just looks at all the guards standing in front. And he's like, "Sir, the Lord wants to see you."
I'm going to tell him that I'm getting ready to go out and take the Lord's city back and bring this crap under control. Can this wait until after I've done that?
He wants to see you now, but I can tell him you're out there already.
Yeah, tell him. Yeah, tell him I'm out and about right now, taking his city back. All right,
And he
so
just
then
nods.
I'm going to tell them. I'm going to tell the guys at the gates to open the gates. I'm going to look back at the guards and I'm just going to say, "All right, boys, for Holdgate, for glory, for Valhalla, crush these
For
insolent.
Valhalla!
See them driven before you, and hear the lamentations of their women."
And they
I typically just lead them out the front door, out the gates.
Yeah, the gates open. They start charging, and you go outside. You do your thing.
Yeah, because,
While we'll do that later. I'll settle the three here.
all right.
All right. So Adrian and Zach, you are called to the Lord's presence.
Okay. We walk inside. What do we see?
You guys go to what's a very standard, room that seems to be used for basic talks, discussions.
Mm-hmm.
And you see that in one side there's couches, a very luxurious couch, it really meant for royalty. And then opposite to that are standard chairs, wood, just standard stuff, what you would sit on. And Erland just notices you and gestures to sit in front of him.
Mm-hmm. I know.
And then you see the assistant go in to whisper something. Erland looks mad, but then also just fine. And then he tells you to, well, please do sit down.
Yeah. I walk towards the noble chair and sits down. Yeah.
And he just gives you really a squint, and then he meets you eye to eye, and then he looks towards the wooden chair.
I'm gonna
wanna
go
sit
and
there?
sit on the wooden chair.
Go ahead.
Oh my god.
Can I facepalm?
Yes, you
totally
can.
can.
Okay.
You're trying my patience, boy.
If it weren't for us, you'd be long dead.
And he looks at Civ. He looks at Civ, and you expect him to be mad, but he gives a grin, and then he looks towards, he looks towards Zach. It's like, so you're one of those folks. Well, at least you know how to get the job done. And it seems like he's off the issue now, and he says, both of you were in the arena, yes?
Yes.
Spectators, but yes.
He looks towards Adrian and says, I do like your performance. I do hope next year, maybe if Jogger don't spawn off the ground, that you'll be back.
We'll see. I'm a bit of a traveler.
Well, maybe you'll travel back here, maybe. By coincidence. And he looks towards Zach. And anyway, you were there. Tell me, anything out of the ordinary? You know, Jogger don't spawn just out of the blue.
Yeah, I'm gonna
And
shrug.
slaves don't get freed that easily.
True.
What?
What
No.
is it for us in return?
Oh, yes, you're mercenaries, right? And he well added onto your original pay, and then he looks towards Adrian. I will add 50 gold for your service, and another 50 once this is over. And he grabs a pouch and gives it to you guys. So 50 for both of you. Another 50 once this is all over.
I'm gonna start counting it with my eyes closed.
I'll be saying I'll take the coin, and I said, you can save the other 50 as long as you give me free passage to where I want to go. I need one ship.
One ship? Where?
I'll disclose that once we get the job done.
You know, if I don't know where you want to go, I can't exactly, within my capabilities, provide you a ship if it's out of it.
I will insight check him, and I suck at insight check, so
You
I just
don't
shrug.
know.
Yeah, I just shrug and I say.
But then he just says, wherever you want to go, I need to know now. So that once this is all over, I can give proper arrangements by the end of this. Because at the end of it, you tell me a location that you're not able to go, then the deal can't be finished.
All right. I need to go eastward, past the Elfland.
And he looks towards Civ, then looks. Why do you need to go through Alfland? You know the elves there. You know, secretive, bunch of pricks, really.
I need to.
Why would you want to go through there?
I need to go past there.
Yeah, but it's still quite a journey. What do you see at the end?
I don't believe that's our agreement. I just need a word, yes or no.
Well, I can't provide you a ship, but I can provide you with authorization to pass through Alfland.
That can also be. Do we have a deal? I extend my hand.
Yes, he has gloves on. He doesn't even take it off, but he shakes your hand.
Yes. Yeah. I give him a firm
And he
grip.
looks.
Yep.
Yeah, he gives also a firm grip. He looks. He looks towards Adrian. Well, do you need anything else? What was your name? Adrian, yes? Do you need anything?
Depends. First off, I'm guessing do you want us to go somewhere? Yes.
Yeah, you were like having no focus, paying no attention to what we just had. Just like counting your gold and collecting
you
your
don't
gold.
need to go anywhere. I'm asking you if you want anything extra. As what's your name?
I'm gonna look to Zach. Come on, tell him his name. Tell him your name.
Name's Zach.
Well, Zach here asked for passage through Alflin. And I was wondering if you wanted anything, because I want to get this all out of the way before I can sleep and get a good night's rest.
I would like a mage who can read.
A mage who can read?
Maid.
Ah, okay. I heard mage.
As I'm gonna point to my closed eyelids. Sadly, not able to do that myself.
You're blind. Like he just notices you're blind, and he's like, "Well,
Gonna shrug. Minor inconvenience.
I wouldn't call it minor, but yes."
I kind of tilt my head and look at him, kind of impressed actually.
I'm gonna like stand up and walk towards him, evading the table as if I know it's there, and say, "Yes, it's a minor inconvenience. I've lived with it most of my life."
And he gives a smile and is entertained, and he just says,
And she has to be
These
able to
scalds.
write as well.
"Yeah, I do have a person for that." And like he just shouts, "Mary, come here!" And you see him like a black-haired woman, seems about like mid-30s, and she seems like, I guess you could say, experienced in a way. Like she's been doing this for quite some time, and it's like,
Oh
"Yes,
yeah, with
my
the
lord."
posture and shit.
Yeah, basically. And then Erland just gestures to you and says, "Well, Adrian here needs you to read and write something for him." And Mary just nods and says, "Well, okay." And
Great.
she
Now,
just
what I'm gonna look to him again. What was the job?
Oh, great. He hasn't paid much
Erland
attention.
just looks like he just touches the bridge of his nose and he just, "The 50 was for helping me. The other 50 is when
Yes,
this is
for the
all
job.
over."
Yes, I know.
You can walk around while blind, but you can't catch up the conversation.
I'm gonna smile and look to the maid. Yes, so let's go.
Like she said, like as you exit and then you close the door, he's like, "Fuck."
I'm
Like he just swears under his breath, and then
I'm gonna yell from the other side of the door. Heard that.
Yep.
Just
"Why
ignore
of
him.
all days?" And he looks towards Zach, and then just,
I'm leaving.
"Yeah, you may leave. Yep, you may leave too."
I'm already leaving. Like, even before they have the conversation.
Like you left, and then like, yeah, you probably left, close the door,
Yeah.
and like you see Erland, it's like mixture of not just baffled but also anger, and he's just like, "I didn't even tell them they could leave yet."
Yeah, I just totally ignore him. Once I've done my piece, I'm out.
Well, at least they are very strong, so they can prove themselves. Even if they are really, really, really unmannered, they're not noble. Let's just put it like that.
Oh boy.
That's certainly true.
Oh,
And then
no.
he just leans to the side, looking, and then he's just like, he stands up and he just says, "Well, I'm gonna rest. We can figure out what we're gonna do with that plan of yours once we get more control around this town."
Yes,
Anyway,
you take a good rest. You certainly need
anyway,
it.
my assistant here, Evan. And then Evan just goes to the door. It's like, "Yes, sir." Like he's the guy that entered earlier. Show Miss Civ here her room. And like he just leaves, and then the assistant like just instantly gets out of the way, and then Civ just like looks back and forth, looks to you, uh, right this way.
I follow that maid? Butler? I don't know.
Assistant, something of,
Assistant.
well,
Yeah,
it's less about the
some
butler, but more of like an errand boy. Yeah, servant, errand boy,
Okay, I follow
basically.
him.
Yeah, he leads you to like up the stairs and to like probably the end of the hallway, and he says, "Oh, this is the best room we have." So, and he just opens the door, and the room is on par with what you had back then. It's very luxurious.
Mm-hmm.
I nod, tell him my thanks, and kind of just whisper to myself, back at my home, this guy would not be in charge.
Nice.
And just enter the room
Nice.
and close the door behind me.
You just close the door, and then like this isn't just like probably like you can even hear rush footsteps of him running through the hallway. Anyway, well, okay? So before I go back to Orin and his legion of guards,
Yes.
what is Adrian and Zach exactly going to do within the walls?
Interesting question.
If you don't have anything, I have what I want to do prepared.
You can totally go on. I'm just thinking about what I'm doing right now.
Okay.
Yeah, go definitely. So Adrian, you have Mary with you.
Yeah, you can go first. Go ahead.
Yes. I'm gonna ask her to lead me to somewhere where she has a riding pult, and as we arrive there, I'm gonna like roll my hands together for a second and pull them apart, and in my hands is a scroll which I want her to copy down on paper.
And
As
she looks. Yeah.
Yeah, as I use minor illusions to depict the words that I want across.
And I guess, yeah, she opens a scroll and then looks towards you. Man, she just nods. He doesn't question whatever the contents is. He just starts writing it down.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of wondering how do you cast spells, or just kind of wondering.
Magic.
No, I mean with the losing
Is it like
of
somatic?
eyesight,
You
yes.
use-
With the lack of eyesight, how do you know?
We have. I talked to Justin about that.
Okay, so it's
It's
part
all
of the
good,
secret.
yeah.
Yes, it will be revealed later. Yes.
Presumably.
Or not.
Or
If
not.
you ask.
Or not.
Yes. Then I want her to copy that to as many papers as possible and spread it out throughout the city. And if she needs to, I can pay her for it.
And she just looks towards you and, well, I'm not sure how much paper I can use.
Oh, then buy it.
Yeah, just like that. Buy it.
I'm not in position to do that. You're going to have to ask Lord Erland.
Gonna like look towards where we came in. I'm not sure
Yeah.
he wants to talk to me.
I can't do anything.
Should have
I'm
said that earlier.
I'm making an executive decision here. If anything goes wrong, he can take it out of the 50 goals he owes me.
And he's oh, okay. And like he just grabs like a stack of paper, which is like around probably 40 to 50. It's like, and like she notices that you're blind, and then she like hands it over to you so that you can feel how many like sheets are there. And then she just says, "Is this enough?"
50 gold is really expensive for paper. Like...
Paper's expensive back then. Let's be real.
True.
Get a shrug for now.
And then she just continues writing. That's gonna take quite some time though, but it should be done within like 2 hours, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna go around.
How long is the thing you're telling her to write?
You can send
10, 11 lines of Random,
it wouldn't take that long. Yeah.
Random symbols she doesn't know, presumably.
All right. Yeah, she just does that as fast as possible. No, it doesn't take long. And during those 2 hours, we're gonna go back to Zach. What is Zach gonna do?
I think of something I can do. I am inspecting the surroundings of the whole tower and everything, and as well as going to find the blacksmith place.
Are you looking for the blacksmith within the walls?
Yes. Is there any?
Sure. Make an investigation.
Investigation.
Investigation for the
Not
for
my
the
forte.
inspection. Okay, either way, yeah.
Yeah.
The walls are relatively well built. Doesn't seem like it has ever seen combat in any way.
Mhm.
It's completely plain. Nothing really special.
Mm-hmm.
The walls are high enough for protection, but low enough that wouldn't be like,
Mhm.
out there. Like
Yes.
it's not like grand or anything. It's just
Mm-hmm.
procedure. It's regular.
Yes.
As you look around to what the refugees you have, the people that there, you spot like an old man just like sitting down, and you recognize it's him.
Oh, the blacksmith I encountered before?
Yep. Yep.
Alright. I walk towards him and I just ask, "So, you made it out alive?" Which is good.
Yeah. But not my smithy.
All of it lost?
Oh yeah, they burned it to the ground. While I was busy checking the back for what the damn noise was, they threw an oil flask within the smithy and then blew it up with a torch.
Your armory, does it sustain that kind of blast? Does it have the ability
Well,
to sustain?
I was gonna upgrade it into stone, but then yes, I didn't have the time and wood burns.
Alright. How about armors? Any of them might still left?
Well, I had to run. I haven't checked it because I'm here. I'm waiting for this to all die down. Damn dogger. Can't be true. They haven't spawned for decades, centuries.
Sadly, we are watching legends come back from the graves. So it is that time again. Anyway,
Now
I'm
you're gonna
glad-
tell me Ragnarok's gonna happen.
Who knows?
Haha.
Who knows? Anyway, I'm glad to see a fine craftsman like you. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm glad to see a fine craftsman like you survived, and we'll need that tenacity if we want to live through this. Yep.
Well, thanks for the kind words.
Yeah.
I just hope once this is over, there's enough for my smithy to be built back up, or else I'm gonna have to start anew.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I nod to him and I starting to walk away. In the meantime, do I see, as I walk on the walls by that time, do I see any joggers still surrounding the area, or does the Legion of Guards kind of force them out at this point?
That's an excellent question. That's a perfect transition to Orin.
Yeah.
Yay.
No, that.
Before
Oh
I
my
start
God.
anything, we're not gonna actually do the whole like. I know you're expecting like combat, but
Legion combat.
if we're gonna simulate a whole legion and you going around the town, it's gonna take quite
Yeah.
some time, and it's just gonna
It'll
be
take
so.
forever.
It's gonna be
So
more of
basically just-
roleplay wise, yeah.
Yeah, just make cracking heads.
Yeah,
Like the GIF in my mall, like my mall GIF shows.
Yep.
yeah, and they're not strong either. The strongest guy you fought was the Red Dragonborn, and he was probably the strongest in the
Yeah.
town.
Yep.
So everyone else are just
Okay.
easy. And with a cohesive unit like yours listening under your
Yeah.
control, you sweep
Yeah,
through the town
so-
with ease.
Yeah. basically, I just activate. When I got to the biggest group, I just simply told the guards to shoot arrows into the midst, and just keep shooting until they're dead. Activated my. Actually, I don't think I can activate my Astamar Rage again.
No.
Actually, no, I
you
can. I
need
can do it
long
after a rest.
I think you need a long
Is it
rest
long?
for that.
As a fellow thing,
Astamar.
I will check.
All right. Okay.
That might
Checking now.
do something about his. Just saying.
Okay.
Astamar.
So, sorry, I see your message, Janice. We'll do that soon. Okay, sorry. Orin, what are you doing?
Alright, so I can't use gradient consumption again until I take a long rest. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm just walking through. I'm just walking with my guards, just smacking down everything, just basically bringing order.
Yeah, you're going through the town like vengeance for the people that died. And after each battle, you would take out their nails, you would burn them, like they're just fixing stuff. And then like some of them would lay down their weapons, get buckets to put out the fires. And then as you go around the town for at least an hour, but by the second hour, as you're like going through, make a perception check, Orin.
But, yeah,
Oh,
I'm just
boy.
busy. I'm like holding, like this one slave tried to jump me. I'm just basically, I put my hammer down, my maul down. I grabbed a 2x4 and I'm just smacking this insolent slave across the face back and forth with a 2x4.
Nice.
And as you're just smacking things, and then after that, once done a bit, you feel a touch on your shoulder, and then suddenly everything freezes. Like the guards are like they start to fade away, and you're just in like an empty town, and you're just alone.
Oh,
And then
no.
you see in front of you someone just walks in by the corner with his hood up. It's the same hooded figure you saw in the arena.
Uh-oh.
Whoops.
I'm looking around and I'm just like, my immediate thought is, have I been transported somewhere else? Or was all of this just a dream?
It's like-
I've just been swinging my hammer at empty air.
It seems like you're in the same place you were fighting, but now it's like as if like none of the guards are there, none of the fighting was there. It just looks normal, relatively normal.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So I look at this hooded guy. I gesture to the empty town. I'm like, so you did this.
Well, you could say I could have started it, but I haven't really. Incite is a better word. Yes, I did incite
I
this whole
don't
thing.
care if you started it because I'm going to end it.
Well, that wasn't really what I was here for. And like he starts walking around, and then as you pass through like a well that was in this area, he disappears. Like as you're expecting to walk through to the other side, he appears behind you. I wasn't here for that.
I'm just
Orin
like,
Soulson.
okay, so
That's your
you're
name,
magical
yes?
then. I'm sorry?
Orin
What
Soulson,
is-
yes, that's your name. Orin
I'm just
Soulson.
looking at my. I said, yes. And I see you're a magical fella, so I get 3 wishes, do I? My first wish. I wish that this slave revolt will be put down.
Well,
For my second wish, I wish for that girl's brothers to be brought back to life.
Oh my god.
For my
And he
third
just
wish, I
smiled.
wish
He
for 3 more
smiles.
wishes.
he
What?
smiles and he smiles and he says, "Well, if I had that type of power, I wouldn't have need to incite the revolt in the first place. Well, I wasn't here to really convincing you to not attack the revolt. In fact, I want you to end it. I've done my purpose here. And there's one last thing I need from you.
Before I do that, I need something from you.
Your
What would that be?
soul.
I'm sorry, Justin, what'd you say?
What would that be?"
Your
Your
soul.
life.
Your
An
soul.
answer. You've gone to a lot of trouble to cause, trouble in this town. What end? To what end?
And like this is when he grabs his hood, like puts it down, and it's a tiefling with like horns, and he says, "Well, I was hoping that I was gonna, how would you say this, end a certain person's life with the inciting I did, but with your
This got to
meddling,
be the crappiest assassination attempt ever. Like,
sadly, yes."
It's crappy. That is like crappy way to kill somebody. Like kill a bunch of people and just hope that somebody, that your guy dies inside of it. That has to be the worst way. Like,
Well,
the
my
worst.
hands are clean if I do it that way. And in fact, I do like seeing the fires that spread around this land. I like the fires that spread around the villages. And one last thing before I leave. Tell your order that they better prepare for all hell to break loose. And this is when time starts
Is that
again,
hell
and then
with
the guard.
2 elves or 1?
Oh.
Is that
You
hell with
wouldn't
2
know.
elves or 1?
You
That's
wouldn't.
Kind of an important,
You.
That's kind of an
Oh.
important distinction to make.
This isn't the text.
Two L's. 2 L's, basically.
Then how do you assign
Helheim.
the Draugr?
He's gone already. He snaps his
Oh, you've got to be
fingers,
fucking kidding me.
and
So we're playing Mysterious Disappearing Man now, are we? Well, no dice, little man. Do you hear me?
Barking to the air.
the guards just look at you and they, sir.
I'm just like, I just imagine I thought I saw somebody in the fire. That is all.
Is it someone you hate? Because you just called them out.
Yeah, it's just yeah. There are. I've seen it. There are some. I've had. You don't get to where I am without making a few enemies. So let's get right to the process. Let's get right to the town. We have a town to save here, everybody. Let's get it done.
Oh, yes, sir. And everyone just gathers around and does it again. And this time, we're just transferring a lot of perspectives here as you guys are all doing different things. Actually, Zach, you see that, yeah, they're being effectively dispatched by Orin. The guards are rejuvenated. They have morale and they're just beating everyone down.
Mhm.
You see, like, everyone's just scattering. And you just look upon this, like, it's like Pac-Man eating a lot of dots, like, really fast.
All right.
Basically.
Uh.
That's how fast it is.
All right. I'm gonna sneak out and go into the blacksmith place.
All right.
Okay, you can do that.
Yep.
And as you do that,
Oh no.
Adrian, I seen the thing you sent me. How exactly you're gonna do it?
I'm just gonna go to the highest wall of the city and then do what I said I wanted to do.
Oh god.
All right,
Oh,
you
God.
you throw the papers around. The wind brings it at all like different sides of the cities, and you hope that what you wrote there.
What exactly do I say? One of these papers is doubtlessly going to hit me in the face.
Yeah,
What
definitely. It
was written on it.
It
So
looks-
I'm gonna-
double checking something. You look at it and you just it's symbols that you can't like discern. It looks you don't know how to read it. While Zach, you see the person. You see you just see Adrian like release all these papers from where like the highest point of the tower.
Oh good. At least he's not flashing his junk.
I mean, you'd still be able to see me clearly from that distance, but yeah.
Yeah.
Can I afterwards go into the city? After Sack.
Sure.
That's all, just
So as Oren's clearing around the city, Zach is gonna go to the blacksmith's place.
Yes.
Adrian, what exactly are you gonna do? You're just gonna go around?
just sightseeing.
All right. Just sightseeing. Look at all the fires.
I
Look
love
at all the
I
beautiful
love
fires and
sightseeing.
ashes.
Yes. I love sightseeing
pretty.
a city when it's burned to the ground. Yes, that's so awesome.
Sightseeing.
All right.
Trying to do more of the things I wrote in the paper.
Okay, we'll deal with Zach's first. Sif, I would say you see the same thing. You see a bunch of papers being released from where Adrian. Like you can see, like you're probably doing something, maybe reading a book. You look through the window. You see Adrian like at the highest point of the wall, release a bunch of papers.
Let it fly.
Can I like grab one of them? I'm interested now.
Yeah, nice.
It hits one of them hits the
Side of the wall.
hits not hits the window.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice. Ping.
I would like to open the window and grab it if possible, and would like to
Yeah,
see what's written on there.
Okay, I'm sending you what it says because you know how to read this.
Oh my god, I know which language it is, I think.
I mean, if you speak 2 languages, yeah, it's pretty easy to guess.
I knew it.
So that's what you see. That's basically the gist of the paper.
Mhm.
Oh my god, she's not amused. Oh, she's not amused.
Oh man, you make me want to grab a paper as well. Oh man.
You're not gonna be able to read it for sure.
Presumably.
sure.
You don't-
Okay, let's go to Zach. Zach, you're going through the blacksmiths, and this is probably actually at the same time you see Orion pass by with a bunch of legion. Like they just run past the smith. There wasn't really enemies.
Yeah.
Go around the corner,
All right.
and
I had an extra language. I was like, why the fuck not?
All right.
you see the blacksmithy is destroyed. Like he wasn't exaggerating when someone threw in an oil flask and then threw in like
Mhm.
a torch. It like
Yes.
lit everything ablaze. The walls are completely burned. Anything inside also burned. Like you see that what is left, like what would be in like an armor and stuff, like in like metal, it's like melted to the ground. It's like it's
Molded.
combined with the wood itself. Yeah,
Okay.
like from the heat. It's like there's nothing left.
Like kind of scavenge through, see if I can find a hatch or a secret base underneath.
Yeah, sure. Go make an investigation check.
I know there isn't, but just out of curiosity.
You go through the planks. You build. You just clear it over, and then you see like a lockbox, like a chest, a small chest
All right.
that's able to go through the flames, but it's really scorched up.
All right. I open up the chest.
It's locked.
Yeah, I use my spear to like kind
Break
of cut
it open?
Yeah, break it open.
You break it open, and it's this gold box. You see there's multiple pouches that have gold in it.
All right. I carry the gold box with me, and I'm not gonna pouch it. More like I lock the box and then I put it under. Yeah.
Put it under where?
Yeah. Put it under my arms, and just grab it and keep on going. I'm sure that there's no armor left, right? Nothing.
No, like it's all melted,
Okay,
basically.
Not after what I did to
I-
it, no.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You see, Adrian, as you're sightseeing, like lolly lolly la, look at all the fire around
Yeah.
here, all that fun stuff. You
Look at
like
us
you pass
impaling
by an
bodies.
alley, and then you hear like and then you see like a person trip, and then it's on the floor. It's a tiefling woman with like horns, and like she's just holding like what seems like a baby. It's like, no, please, don't stay back. And like she starts like going backwards.
Kill the babies. Burn the
Please.
babies.
I approach her.
And like as you keep approaching, he's just like frantically just going back. Like, no, please.
As I say in infernal, please relax. And then I reach into my pockets and fish out 2 gold pieces. and give it to her and say, please leave safely. As I walk the way she came from.
And like she just and
I look behind me and say,
she just stands up. Thank you. And then as she starts running away, you see in front of you, you start hearing a lot of footsteps. Like you start hearing the Legion, and then Orin comes like around the corner and sees you, and like Orin, from your perspective, you see like someone running away behind Adrian, although you can't discern who it is.
I nod to Orion.
You can see the horns. Although you can't see the color, you do see horns at the top of her head. Is Falcon saying something?
Yeah, sorry, I forgot to push the talk.
We were like, okay,
Yeah,
what
shit.
is happening?
Sorry. Are all tieflings in this city slaves? Because that's kind of important.
Yes.
That is important. Although, if they aren't slaves, they're homeless. If they aren't homeless, they're slaves.
All right.
So it's either a hobo or it's a slave.
Yes.
Yes.
At this point, there's really not that much of a difference.
Yes.
I'm thinking. So, I mean, we're basically like, we're restoring order. That's what we're doing.
Yep.
All right, so if we catch you looting, if we catch you burning something down, if we catch you assaulting people, then we drag you out and we beat you. If you fight us, we kill you. If you run away, we have bigger fish to fry.
Yeah.
That's basically the principle I'm operating from. So I see that. I'm just going to see it. Go up to Adrian and ask just very, very quickly. Just who was that?
I'm
was
gonna
that?
shrug. Kind of shrug. Still blind. Eh?
All right. I'm just shrugging.
Nice. You just asked who was that from a blind man. Nice.
All right. Yeah. All right. I shrug. Well, I don't really know he's blind.
As I walk past you and between your guards.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just going to like, all right, man, we're almost done here. One more push. We got this, and the city will be ours again.
Yep. You have one last section you guys you're about to go to. And I think there's someone that probably wants to do something in light of these events. Civ, you read that letter, right?
Yes, I do. And
What's the plan?
Yeah, my plan is to wake Orland up and tell him.
Oh.
You knock like at his door, and then he just stands up like, "What?" And like he just opens the door. "What do you?" And then he just realizes it's you. Oh.
I'm sorry
Well,
to wake
this must
you,
be
but
important.
I think this is quite urgent. A man. She's not actually telling his name right now. I saw him throw down these papers on the streets, and I can read them. And they basically
what
tell
does
the
this say?
slaves and the tieflings and the dragonborns to flee the city.
And like as he just grabs the paper, crumples it, and tears it up, and he says, "I want this man fleeing." And he just like he grabs everything, and then he like starts going. He's heading out. He's gonna go back to the courtyard.
Nice.
I am so sorry. I am so sorry.
It's okay. I'm specialized in lying. I can get out of this.
Well, at least
This is why I'm completely fine with it.
At least she did not tell who it was, because
Yes.
she does admire his strength and
His body. Yeah.
well,
Yes.
not that.
Oh, sorry.
His body
Wrong link.
His body is ground beef.
Yes.
What's there to admire?
I mean, with my -1 in
Seriously?
strength and -1 in con.
Yes.
You can do it.
You can do it.
Yeah,
So
let me
then,
get you a mirror so you can admire yourself, blind man.
nice. So the thing is, no one's in the courtyard, so I'm not really gonna explain what he's gonna do. Zach, actually, Zach's probably going back around this time. You go back, you're carrying the lockbox, and then you hear like shouting. You hear Erland's livid, like with the guards that are left. He's shouting to look for a man who threw papers from the wall and like who wrote like. He's absolutely mad, and then he sees you carrying a lockbox and says, and he says, "You, do you know the man who threw the papers?"
The man who... Papers? What are you talking about? What papers? Show me. I just talked to him.
And like he looks for his hands, and then he just realized he ripped up the only paper he had. He's like, "That's it!" And then he just grabbed something from the ground. This one, and then he just like he threw a lot of papers, so there's probably a lot laying about.
It was 50 papers all
From
over
what
the
I
city.
see, you are the ones throwing the papers.
Oh my god.
And then he's just like, "Don't have time for this," and then he just like looked like with the guards left and like, "Look for this man now," and then he just
I'm gonna
orders
look.
them to go
I'm gonna
around.
look at the paper first.
Alright.
You
What
look
does it
through the
say?
papers, you can't read it.
Okay. Does it have any symbols on it that I can tell?
No,
Does.
it has symbols, but you can't read it.
Okay, cool. I look at it and toss it to the ground, and I was like, "What's it about?"
Someone's saying the slaves to run away from the city. Someone's being a goody. Ugh.
Well, good luck
And
on
it's-
that hunt of yours. In the meantime, if you excuse me, I have other stuff that I need to attend to.
He looks towards you. He looks at you and says, "Do you want some extra gold?"
Sure, why
Oh
not?
my god.
Right.
I'll give you an extra 50 if you can hunt this man down for me.
Sure, I'll give it a try.
That's only when you can find him, not just for trying.
Then in that case, good luck. How would I find a man who has... you can't describe him. You don't know what he looks like. You don't have a detail of him. And expect me to find him? Just,
And he
you
just,
see
like-
the ironic
like-
here? Yeah.
He just rips the
Yeah.
paper with he doesn't even tear it. He just rips it apart and like, fine. And then he just, damn mercenaries. And then he just like walks away back to the castle.
Yeah. I smirk behind him. I
And like the
I just
blacksmith,
not
the
letting him
blacksmith
know.
was like looking at the side. Like, then as you're gonna approach him,
yeah,
right?
I approach the
assume you are.
blacksmith, and I hand him over
he-
the lockbox.
And he's like when you're just approaching, and it's like, "You're damn crazy." And like he then notices the lockbox.
Yeah,
You're really damn crazy. You went back?
yeah. How can I not
And-
help a craftsman like you retrieve what's left of yours? And I didn't take anything. I just hand him over the lockbox entirely.
He opens it. It's like, this is.
Count it.
You could have ran off with this.
Could have. Didn't.
Kind of what I should.
Well, thanks, lad. Not a lot of people would do this.
I'm not
They would
gonna
just
lie.
steal it.
I'm not gonna lie. I was about to take one of your plate armor if you have anyone left.
I mean, I'll make you one. This is.
Yep.
I can't let this go unpaid. Although, like, I do have to get the smithy up. But once you come back in Holdgate, I'll get that plate armor ready for you.
Deal. I spit on my hands and reach out.
He spits it on Will, like, just a handshake.
Yeah, do the
Firm.
handshake. Yeah.
It's like, please, it seems your line of work's dangerous. Make sure you actually come back alive to get the plate armor.
Yes, I will. And I'll hold you accountable
Like
for it.
Yeah, and then he like gets the lockbox and puts it somewhere a bit
Yeah.
more. Like he looks at everyone, and then they're just wide-eyed looking at the chest.
Mhm.
Don't think of anything, and he just goes away.
Ah,
Also,
nice.
I'd like to look for Adrian while I'm on it.
Oh man, it's gonna be a
I
two-man
think I-
showdown, like on the side of the road. It's just like, why do you do this?
Are you gonna be willing to look outside? Are you gonna be willing to go outside the walls or just inside the walls?
I'd also be willing to go outside because I'm not scared of going outside.
Mhm.
Catch me outside,
Alright.
how about that? Oh god.
All right. Well, this is probably the main event. Hold on. Let's deal with Orange first.
Yes.
Well, this one I probably got the city back under control.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got see the most of the fires have been put out. The fires that are left are now being put out, and
Most of the fires
you
have been
see,
put out.
like-
Most of the slaves have been crucified. We are going back
Yeah.
home.
yeah, you have like a lot of heads, and
Mhm.
yeah, the town is in order, and at this time, this is probably where like you see Civ exit the gate and you enter the gate. Like you guys are switching places, and as you enter, like you see Erland exit from the castles, and then look, he made sure to keep a paper that's unripped this time. Shows it to you, or it's like, do you know about this?
I pull out my copy from my pocket and I show it to him. I'm like,
You
I just
slipped
saw- I was like-
from your pants. Yes.
I just pull out of my pants pocket, I show it to him. I'm like, yes, somebody has been throwing this around. I don't know what it is. I can't
It's
really.
declaring that the slaves should be free. Do you know who did this?
I just look at him. I just said, I assume it was probably one of the slaves. I don't know though. I was too busy
Slave.
smacking heads.
A slave doesn't know how to write.
Exactly.
I just look at him. I'm like, as far as you know, they could hide things when you're not looking.
Ooh.
This was a well-organized revolt. Some of them had professionally made weapons.
And he's just like when you give like another reason why it couldn't be anyone he would know, he just looks angry and angry. But then he just just calm down. Fine. Anyway, the city's back in order.
It is now. And I gesture to the enormous bag of heads we're dragging behind us.
Nice.
I'll put in the good word to what was your order?
Let me check.
What was your order? Let me do a check.
Let me look at
My
official
order
papers
is
real quick.
That's what it is. They're called the Sons of Thunder.
I'll tell the Sons of Thunder that you did exceptionally well. And something for your trouble. He grabs like a pouch he had, throws it to you, 100 gold.
All right, I can
What
say.
is my order
Well,
exactly?
if you want me to track this down, if you want me to track down whoever did this, I can. Do you know any wizards of any kind? They might know divination spells.
Wizards.
Do you know
Oh,
divination
I heard
spells that they
wizard.
can use to track this down? If not, I can get in contact with the rest of my brotherhood. See
Isn't
what they know.
one of our teammates a
know.
wizard? A whiz.
Yeah.
at this
Blade
point,
singer,
like,
you ignoramus.
I heard a wizard.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
It is called
at this
Blade
point, you
Singer.
actually see Erland rather like he's just like, just I don't need to find him. You know what? If I ever see him again, I will literally slit his throat. But I'll not find him now. It's too much stuff for today. And he walks away. He's like done.
How
Like,
do
because
you
he
know
just-
Civ
like-
is not one? Sorry.
I don't. Because, well, we never really introduced that much about ourselves.
Yes.
So I don't know what Civ is. For all I know, Civ could be somebody who has a bag of tricks on her, and she just uses a trick anytime she needs to imitate spellcasting.
I know.
So here's the thing. The reason why Erland's like, oh, I'm done. He just remembered when Falcon. When Orange just offered, I can track him down. All he can remember is Zach just telling him how much this is an impossible job. So he's just like, and then he just walks away.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. I am going to have my boys get some well-earned rest.
Nice.
Yeah, they're just sitting down, and you see like they're cheering, like they're having fun. But then you see the two guards, like who were with you earlier, just like
Yeah.
look towards where the civilians are, and then,
Mm.
sir, what are we gonna do about uh, Illa? Like that's her name, Illa, not Elsa. Sorry, Illa.
Elsa, let it go.
Elsa,
Yeah. No.
let it go.
Let it go.
Sing that to her.
Can we change her name to Elsa and he can go and sing Let It Go to her?
Yes, her name is
Yes.
now Elsa.
Damn, you guys are cold.
Oh, oh
I'm about to go over
God.
and tell her that her brothers died. You
Can-
want me to, after that, just sing "Let It Go"? You guys are cold.
No, I'm apathetic. There's a bit difference.
This is the best party dynamic I've ever
Yes.
seen.
No, because I perceive the world differently, so that's different.
Apathetic is meh. Your apathetic is meh. Cold is sing
Do
"Let
you
It
want
Go."
to build a
So
snowman?
if someone when you,
No, to sing it Let It Go is evil. It's-
Depends on who you talk to.
Yes.
yeah.
There's
That
no
means
such
just-
thing as evil.
All right.
Only a matter of different perspective. Yes.
All right. So, Orion, what are you gonna do?
Shit, you're gonna make me roll for this, aren't you? Okay. All right. I am going to.
Actually, no. This is not gonna be rolled for. It's just pure roleplay.
That's exactly what I said. I'm.
Oh yeah.
You know what,
I thought
if
you
her
meant
brother-
roll.
No. If her brothers are dead, then I'm gonna be the one to tell her. All right.
I mean, the two guards are there with you. They're gonna assist you, I guess. Like
Yeah,
they're gonna be there as
I'll bring
well.
them along as witnesses, and I will tell them. So, because I will, because like I said, it's like here in America when a soldier dies, like people from the army, their commanding officer goes to their families and tells them.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, like as you approach,
yeah, with two
The-
guards.
Elsa's just like she's sitting down, looks towards you, and then looks towards the two guards, and Aeon, Wreath, and then like she knows them, and then looks towards you, and then Mr.
Oren.
Orion, yes, yeah. What's this about?
I just kneel down and say, you probably can guess. I do not like
And
delivering
then-
this news. I do not like having to deliver these news, but these were men under my command, so it's my responsibility. When we were escorting Lord Erland back to the castle, we were ambushed by a group of slaves. It was a cowardly move on their part, and your brothers died valiantly defending their lord. I'm truly sorry to have to bring this to you. I would
And,
rather have died in their place, but that does not
And
what
then
God's
he-
willed.
She just like holds her hand together tightly, and you see the two guards lay down their spears and just
Yeah.
like
I don't have my
beside
maul
her.
with me. I left my maul, and I just handed it to someone. I'm like, yeah, don't lose this.
yeah.
I just
And
came
then
back.
she just
I went to her. I said, "They are in Valhalla right now. They are getting. They're being out. I will, if I were a betting man, I would bet money that they are currently being measured for clothing fit to wear when they feast with the gods."
and you see her just tighten her hands, and she just like you see her smile despite the news, and she says, "Yeah, that's what they always said to me when we played together. That one day they'll go to Valhalla."
I said,
It's a bit unfair.
I just said, you've heard. Did you hear what I told the guards before I let them out to attack?
You were in.
Yes.
You heard about the dropper in the arena.
Okay. Interesting.
Yes.
Yes, I said. I would like you to know that they stood their ground against the Draugr. When lesser men would have broken and run, they stood their ground and they fought. If that doesn't get them into Valhalla, I don't know what will.
And she just like
So, and the
this
gold
point-
that Erland
yeah.
gave me, I take it out. I give it to her. I say, I know this is nothing compared to the lives of the two men you loved, but hope without them, I don't know. Hopefully, this will help you.
she grabs it and she just holds it like close to her chest. She holds it, and she just keeps trying to smile, but then at the end, that smile
Yeah.
just contorts to a frown, and she just starts crying.
I'm just kneeling next to her, just put one hand on her shoulder, just comfortingly, letting her know that I'm there.
She just like mutters, "Thank you, and then the two guards just stay beside her.
Yeah.
Probably friends you don't really know, but
Mm.
you guys just you comfort her. And
Yeah.
after when Xiv, you exit the castle for like a few hours, not really, maybe an hour has passed, and as you're walking down the main street, Adrian, you hear familiar footsteps, the same lightness, or I guess a bit deaf in the sense that it's not heavy in any way. It's familiar. You can identify it that it's Civ's footsteps, and Civ, you see Adrian opposite to you.
Oh god. I would slowly walk towards him and basically just grab him by the collar. What exactly are you trying to do with this? And basically just put this paper, shove it like right into his face and push him to a wall angrily.
Strength check.
Is Dennis here? I think he said BRB because his mic is muted.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I muted myself because we're talking to somebody. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
here.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
Yeah, do you still want to do a strength check, or are you gonna let her,
I'm gonna let her.
grab you to the
No.
okay into the wall? You're getting held by
Yes,
the collar.
as
It's
as
Civ.
As you're touching me, can you please make a wisdom saving throw?
Oh.
Yes, oh my god.
Ow. No.
Oh my god.
Okay, for the next 10 minutes, no matter what I say, unless it can be easily disproven, such as we've never met before, but I say we're friends, you now believe you can make no insight checks on me.
Okay.
Oh, dang.
Spooky. Nice.
That's unlucky.
Yeah.
So I look to her and ask, what?
You're trying to free the slaves. For what reason?
The
You
slaves?
You should be happy that I didn't just tell Erland about this.
I haven't freed any slaves.
But you've written this letter. Or at least you've thrown it off. I saw it.
Wait, you saw me? When? Where?
Up on the roof.
I'm pretty sure that I haven't thrown anything out. You sure it wasn't somebody who looked like me, or magic is a thing?
Oh,
Why would
no.
anyone make them look like you? And she seems a bit confused right now and kind of lets him go.
As he just continues to look in her direction and shrugging.
Oh my god.
I ask as I put my hand on her chin.
Ooh.
I
Ooh.
would pull away.
Yeah, I'm not saying that.
Like I
You're not
said-
saying that, please. It's so good. Just say that.
Like I said, love machine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that. Fine, why not? As you pull away, I then say, besides, how would I ever get to the roof anyway?
Mm.
I mean, I can walk around, but stairs are real fucking bitch.
That's a really good defense, like in his
Then
Yeah.
who did write it?
Wait, isn't this the same guy we saw throw a knife at those slaves?
Ooh.
You know, between people.
Yes, and he
This has to
can
be the
just do
Or was
tricks,
that-
you
or are we
know.
getting you
He
confused
can
with another
basically
blind
see
knife throwing
without
machine?
seeing.
Yes. He's Daredevil.
Or
He's
he could- or
he's
he
Matt
could-
Murdock.
But right
Just like yeah.
But right now she just does not.
Yeah.
She she's just believing him.
Yeah. True.
I'm,
You
I'm
don't have to
gonna
necessarily
shrug
believe him. It's
and
just that you
don't-
can't really
Yeah.
think if he's lying or not.
Yeah.
But if it's something you know, like for sure, then he can't lie about it. But the question is, were you for sure that he was the one on the roof?
Yes. That is the part.
If you aren't, then at this point, it's probably could be him or could be anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look at her and say, I don't know.
Can I
maybe
make a check
maybe
if I?
That's the
What?
thing. You
Remember?
can't inside check him. That's his.
You
ability.
can't?
No,
Then
not
I spot-
inside check
what
him,
kind
but-
of check?
History or something.
Not history. What do you roll if you want to remember something?
Oh,
Intelligence.
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 Or wisdom. Which one?
Or history, I would say, would also make sense.
History,
because-
yeah, remembering something. History.
Mhm.
Well, depending. Is it like religious in any way? It's religion,
No, no,
nature.
yeah, no, she
nature.
wants to
I think it's
check-
how
Yeah, she wants to check her memory, see if she actually sees.
If she remembers that this guy
Yes.
threw a knife between
If
like
she- if
6
she can-
people.
If she
No,
can
like,
actually
remember.
tell it was him.
Yeah, on the roof.
Oh, sure, yeah,
From-
okay, yeah,
from-
that's
from-
yeah,
from-
definitely.
from a
So which
great
one
distance
should I roll?
away.
History?
History,
History.
like just recalling the entire thing. Yeah, history.
Yeah, you know. Oh man.
You're pretty sure that no one dresses like him and smells like him as well. Well, you couldn't smell him. But you can definitely
Oh,
tell that.
smells like
Ooh.
him.
No one would wear like his skull.
Nobody would
and
wear
you-
a fucking
he's one of-
blue scarf
No one
and a red one at the same
fights.
time.
No one
I
fights
am-
like Adrian. No one smells like Adrian.
Oh my god.
No one.
How do you spell?
Smells
with
like
my nose?
shit.
Oh my god. Oh no, the Adrian just
I am
don't
pretty sure-
rhyme. Gaston will
Yeah,
rhyme much better.
I'm gonna continue and say,
Uh,
decide
What
what
year-
would I care about them, and for another thing, what does it even say?
hmm.
I'm pretty sure you know exactly what it says.
I'm gonna look at her.
You can't fool me.
Since
I'm
you
still-
must be the one who've written it. I do not know how, but you did. And I do
I'm
remember you
still-
throwing it down, so you at least know what's written, even if
Ag-
you did not
again-
write it yourself.
Again, there's magic that makes people look like other people. I'm gonna
Maybe
like.
he
Wait,
was-
Let me recall. Didn't you
Yeah.
want someone to write you something earlier,
Oh.
like a maid?
Busted.
Yes, I
You
did.
did not order one.
Yeah, I did. And I'm gonna reach into my pocket, and suddenly a scroll appears, written in fine handwriting. As
Oh,
I'm-
that guy.
Oh my god.
As I don't cast minor illusion, as this is completely tangible and able for you to read it.
I look at the
Written in
scroll.
written in common. It's a note to his family saying he is all right and he will be traveling for a while longer.
Hmm.
As I then look at her, can I please have that back? I'm looking for somebody to send it. Well, not
I
right
click
now,
my-
but I'm just walking around.
I click my tongue and give the scroll back to him.
Nice. He's throw. I'll give him that.
As he puts it in his back, it disintegrates again.
Ah, interesting.
But she's
Sure.
eyeing him really suspiciously.
Yeah,
Really
that's fine.
suspiciously.
He can't
That's
tell.
fine.
yes,
so
you
I-
can't tell. No.
So he's gonna ask once again. So what does it say?
I don't believe you. So I'm pretty sure you do know what it says.
I'm gonna look at her. I don't care whether you believe me or not. Somebody used magic to look like me and then climbed over a roof and apparently
Then
threw out
maybe-
fucking.
You should ask one of the tieflings around to read it for you.
What tieflings? Have you seen any?
Ask the
Oh.
slaves.
Gestures
or
to the blood and dead tieflings around them.
All
I mean,
around
Orion was
dead tieflings.
moved through here not so long ago. He fucking did a work of this.
Have you look in the mirror? or
Besides,
something?
even if I wanted to do something like that, why would I bother?
I don't
mean,
know.
I would-
You're an unknown person with unknown goals.
I'm gonna
That's true.
take a step closer to her. Couldn't it
I
simply be
step
that my
a bit back.
you took steps simultaneously. Like
Nope.
one is moving forward, one is moving backwards.
She just does not want to be near him.
could,
Something's wrong with him.
Yeah.
could it not be that my love for you has brought me here?
Ooh.
Okay, yeah,
I'm
there's
sorry.
something wrong with him.
In
There's
that
quite a
case,
bit
I will
wrong.
have to reject you because I do have standards.
Ah, like
Oh, that's
put
harsh.
my hand to my chest. Ah, my heart, it's broken.
Yeah, I can clearly tell.
He stands up smiling, asks, do you want to come back to this place, or are you gonna look for somebody that looks like me?
I'm not.
Well, so you want to come back with me? That's great.
I'm going to go alone.
Hmm.
Thank
Oh,
you.
I'm just going to go alone with you then.
She takes
says-
deep breaths.
He says, smiling at you.
That's amazing.
Takes a deep breath.
Yeah.
Yes,
If I catch
yeah.
you,
Across the face.
if I catch you do anything suspicious, I will tell him. And he does not
Uh,
care if it's really been you or not. He will kill you.
I'm gonna shrug. There's a reason why I don't have my eyes anymore. As
Great.
I start walking.
Maybe you don't need your head either. I would
even
move
with-
back to the castle,
Hmm.
try
Yeah,
like
even
to
with-
avoid him, but he's probably gonna follow me
Yeah.
around.
As you walk away, I say, even without my eyes, I know you're beautiful.
Oh, the cheesy pickup lines. It's amazing.
Oh God.
That is actually amazing, by the way. Good job.
Thank you. I was ready for this to happen.
Nice.
Yeah.
And as soon as she said she's touching me, I'm like, okay, I mean, this makes it a lot easier.
Oh my god, it's so fun to have different characters that
Yes.
don't mesh well at the beginning. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And they all do
Oh,
different
shit.
things.
I'm gonna go
Yes.
around whistling to myself,
Shut
finally
up.
ending up at the castle.
Nice.
I'm gonna.
Uh,
Why
Alright.
don't you do it then?
Hmm.
Even better, tell a
Why-
story.
Why should I? I have no stories to tell.
That's not true. You've just survived the first revolt of whatever the city is called. I don't
Yeah,
know.
you know that story yourself. You were there.
Yes, but I don't know it from your perspective.
You don't need it from my perspective.
And you know what we say. You know what they say about greedy men and crows, right? He says as he looks up.
What do they say about them?
That a
She
man shouldn't.
honestly,
Yeah, a man shouldn't be too greedy, or his eyes will glint like the gold he desires.
Hmm.
A crow likes gold, doesn't it?
well, that probably
So-
happened to you, didn't it?
I'm gonna shrug and say, so a man might end up without eyes, as the crows took him away.
Serves you right.
I'm gonna shrug, not minding the comments, and continue to walk with you.
Well, if he is not displeased, well, just follow her along. She doesn't mind.
Alright,
Alright.
I mean, if you
guys
read
go
the
back-
thing, you would know, and it actually was him. You know why.
ooh.
Anyway, whew. You guys go back to the castle. The time now the sun is setting. Guards are still hard at work making sure everything is fine. As you're walking outside, you see not just peasants but actually merchants, people that went through the city. Like they're gathering their stuff. In fact, they're leaving. They don't feel safe here, obviously. So they're just moving about. It's really busy right now. And you go back to the castle. They open the gates. They know who you guys are, and you see off to the side that Orion and Zach are with like different people. Zach is with what seems to be like an older gentleman, while Orion and two guards uh, are with like a small lady that you could say you saw before, but you're not really too sure.
Mhm.
And what you want to do once you get back? Like yeah, you're in the castle.
Yeah, I'd like to get to my room. Do not follow. Please do not follow. Oh my god. I die.
I'm gonna look.
I'm sorry, I am blind and got lost on the way to my room. May I stay indoors for a bit?
I'm gonna. No, I'm too tired to move to another room. Move over.
Wait.
What? You entered the same room with
No.
her?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It would be funny though, but he just bows slightly to her and say, "You're I'm glad you have returned, madam," as he turns and leaves.
Hmm.
She shakes her head. I can very well take care of my own.
I'm sure you can, but I like doing it. As he goes and opens the door and closes it behind him.
Yeah, she just leaves to her room. Very pissed. Very pissed. Very annoyed.
And then you see for Adrian, you see like the same assistant boy enter the room and it's like, why are you here?
I'm gonna look at him. Sightseeing. Come on now, boy. show me around.
Sightseeing.
But I've heard you're blind.
Yeah, are you saying I can't? Are you denying his lord's guests the right
No,
to
no,
move
but
around freely?
you have rooms
That's-
down the hall. This is our quarters.
You enter.
Gonna sh-
You enter the.
I'm gonna shrug,
the
looking
servants'
around. I
quarters.
mean, they're rather dull quarters, aren't they?
You're like in a very like it's although it's not like bad, it's just like normal plain.
I
And
mean,
there's
compared
actually a
to
lot
the
of
rest of
beds in this room.
Yeah, compared to the rest of the place.
Yeah, so it's like I was gonna when you were done with everything and this was all done, I was gonna lead you guys to your room. Like he points down
great.
the hallway.
Great, you can leave me now then.
Uh,
As
okay.
he gives him his hand and say, "Please lead me."
Sure, but then he like very awkwardly he grabs your hand and then like like you can feel like you can hear the sound of him gesturing his hand and then you realize wait a minute he can't see me gesturing so he just like guides you.
Mhm.
Here's a click. You hear the click of a doorknob. He leads you inside the room
Mhm.
Mhm.
and he guides you to the bed and the mattress is comfy. That's what
Oh.
you can tell. Like it's soft once you like sit on it and
That's nice.
and then he just shyly asks, "Do you need anyone to look after you?"
I think I'll need somebody to feed me.
Oh my god.
Just
that's
make this
amazing.
more awkward than it has to be, why don't you?
That's kind of the point.
And he just like you know
I'm smiling, standing up. No, I don't need anyone. As he throws his bag to a table nearby.
and you can tell like he's like breathes in as you just realize you accurately threw like a bag to a table when you can't see and he just closes the door and then click and yeah you're alone in your room now.
Great. I'm gonna do something which I'm gonna write to you.
Yeah.
And-
Okay. Now to go back with Orin and Zach. You see the same assistant boy come in, and he looks for you too. He's like, Sir Zach, Sir Orin. I have your rooms ready.
All right, I will be down momentarily.
Lead the way.
Yes,
I
sir.
want to
And
make
then
sure my men are all right first.
and then he just nods, and Zach, he guides you to the same hallway that he guided Adrian to, and you're in the room beside him, although you don't know that. Like, just to
Yeah,
say,
I
you're in
have
the
no
room
clue.
beside, like to the left, and he just, here you go. And as you enter, it's better than any room you've been in.
Yeah, definitely better than the ships. I just muttered that underneath my breath, and I was just like,
And he
thank
like,
you. Yeah, and I reach into my pouch and flip him a silver piece.
all right, and he just closes the door. And Orin, you're gonna check your men.
Yeah, I wasn't joking when I said that I made
Yeah.
my men my priority.
Nice.
Yeah, I guess you look around with your men. Due to your leadership and everyone just fighting with purpose, you didn't really lose anyone. It's just that some people got injured during the fight, but more or less, you fought without any losses.
That's really good. That is
Yeah.
good. I like
Although
that.
all the deaths came from the initial attack, where no one was leading, no one was organized, and they were all separate. But once you got everyone around, you were able to hunt down slaves and such. And you checked on the most injured men. Someone got their hand decapitated, but he's patched up now.
Oh boy. Yeah. Well, his guarding days are over, it looks like.
Someone got shot in the knee.
That's funny.
Yes, an arrow to the knee. Yes.
Yeah, arrow to the knee. Haha, I'm so original. Yeah, someone got shot in the head. Just kidding. Yeah.
Yeah.
Most
We
of your
have
men
a
are all
drugger
right. They
amongst us.
as they see you like go around check, and they just and then they just it's sir, and then they just cheer for you, and one, and then in fact the two guards earlier followed you, and then they just look at you with pride and yeah, sir, without you we wouldn't have been able to do this.
All right, yeah, I'm just I said, don't be like that. You could have done it without me. I just simply pointed you in the right direction.
Well, without your one of them smiles without your pointing, we wouldn't have been able to do it in the first place.
Flattery.
You can't argue on this. You can't argue on us this point, sir. Without you, we wouldn't have done this. That's it.
All right.
And all the men nod.
All right, so I just nod. I'm like, okay. I'm like, all right then. As you were, gentlemen.
And then they get back doing their, I guess, recovering while some of them are resting, chatting, having fun. And the assistant sees you, guides you along to beside Zach's room. And yeah, the room is luxurious, and this is actually quite good, really good. Like the mattress is soft. There's a desk for you and everything.
That desk probably covered in reports I've been avoiding.
No.
Yeah, you can. As you look at the desk, you can feel your mentor, or at least your superior, nagging you about you should write a report after each day.
Yeah. No, I'm looking at that. I'm thinking, why didn't I just order my men to go in here, get all this paperwork, and we just throw it at the slaves?
Drown them with paperwork. Yes.
Bury them in paperwork.
Nice.
All right, so Orion, you do that. To June, as go back to your room. One of the maids enters, gives you ale or something, and then she just says, Lord Erland, I wanted to give this to you, and just give you ale and some food.
I would thank her and put it take something, eat something, and then put the rest of it in my bag.
You're actually quite surprised, but the food you had back in the Yellow Bear was better.
Nice. That is, well, seems like the tavern was better, but she's not gonna tell her. She just, yeah. And then I would like to take a long rest if possible.
All right, everyone's getting a long rest, but before we officially end this session, Orin, there is a thing that we're gonna do now. So
Okay.
I'll describe the scene. All right,
All
just
right.
gonna get
Describe away.
as you're lying down your bed, as darkness takes over you, you actually open your eyes not to see the ceiling of the castle, but more you are standing on what seems to be like you're looking overhead like this great land, and the more you think about it, this is Midgard. And then it flashes, and then you're standing on what seems to be like gray clouds, and then you see a man with like lightning like manifesting around his figure, and with long blonde hair, he looks at you and, so, how was your day?
I'm gonna scoot for. Do I recognize this fella?
No, you don't.
So my initial thought, I just scooted. I'm like, Daddy.
Daddy.
Not quite. Anyway, I can't say anything much, but something's happening.
He's like, yeah, you could. I'm like, yeah, you could say that again.
You need to head to the. And he like, this time the cloud moves, and then as he points to the one direction, you are now over Holdgate, and he points towards the east. He says, "There's something there you need to get. Something that might stop this."
That is very vague. It could be a break in a wall. It could be someone's sword. It could even be a speck of dust. What is it?
You'll know when you see it.
Super vague.
I'm just gonna give him a look like, seriously? That's the best you got? That's the best you
And like he just sighs, and then he grabs your head, and then lightning takes over your body, and then you wake up like with sweat in your bed.
Yeah, I wake up, sweat in my bed. I look down at that. I'm just like, but I'm just like, that is not the worst high I've ever come down from.
All right, and that's where we're gonna end for
Nice.
All right, that's where we start for the night. Excellent.
Nice.
Yep.
Excellent.
Long rest,
Long rest.
and gotta get you your XP here. And make sure everyone gets this down. Everyone has inspiration for the wonderful roleplay we witnessed
Thank
from
you.
everyone's perspective.
Oh,
Alrighty.
Oh, you're too kind. Yeah.
inspiration.
It's like I was wondering, how is this gonna work out? All of them are really doing different things, and then like, wow, it somehow went all together. How did that happen?
How indeed.
Whoa.
Yep.
Yes.
Kate just put this together.
Who's
What's
that
the
clockwork lady?
Yeah.
Who's that clockwork lady? Unless I'm just gonna refer to her as Auntie Strahd.
Auntie Strahd?
Yeah,
Sure, call her
Clockwork
Auntie Strahd.
lady
Who's
is-
she?
yeah, the Auntie Strahd did this.
You don't know.
Yeah, Civ and Adrian. No, what happened was Justin and Robin were players in a Curse of Strahd campaign
Yes.
that I ran for them, and it became. And we had so many connection errors. It became a joke, running joke with us that what the errors were because of the Curse of Strahd.
Yes.
So-
will just come
Wait.
in and swoop in.
Now that I just realized, we are literally three of the same people with two new players, and we haven't had communication issues.
Nice. Which is
Nice.
super good. I
If
swear to
Alexander
God.
gets in here, like our last player, and we still don't have connection problems, it's legit just Strahd.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Strahd. Yeah,
it's
we'll
just
see.
the campaign. It will do that
Yeah.
to you. Yeah.
Anyway, let me get you your XP here.
Yes, please.
Alright. Liz.
You guys need to level up. I want you guys to level up.
Please let us level up.
I have
Give
So
me
at
something.
any
level
rate,
up.
I should level up because I was walking around smacking heads.
No, that
I
doesn't
was-
count.
I was
That
saving
doesn't
lives.
count.
Yeah, it's like taking a sack full of rats and then beating them to death against the wall
Yeah.
to try to get experience.
I killed this
killed-
with 1 HP. Just grant me 1,000 HP because I killed thousands.
I killed 700 owls, 7,000 XP.
Yes. Oh man.
Yeah.
Guys,
By the
get
way,
for
alright.
added combat XP and roleplay, you guys get 700 XP.
We leveled up. We are
Oh my god, we
now-
just leveled up.
Yay. We are now at
Whee!
this number. This.
Alright.
Lovely.
Yes.
That is good. That means
lovely.
I am now a 3rd level barbarian,
Yes.
which means I get access to my spirit warriors.
Fourth
when I
level,
rage.
right? You mean 4th level?
I am a 1st level fighter and a 2nd level
Ah,
barbarian. I'm
I see.
multi-class. That's
Okay.
how I got chainmail AC. But
True.
I can now have access to my spirit warriors when I rage.
Guys, should I
Shit.
increase my stats or take it?
Do it. You don't want to die in a few combat rounds. It's like 8. On con, it's probably gonna hurt a lot. No
A
joke.
lot.
Yes, a lot.
Very.
I mean,
Very
I
much.
could increase my dex and get my AC to 18.
Or that. It's up to you. But yeah, a -1 on con. Yeah.
I mean,
Could hurt.
so far it's only fucked me in regards to
Yeah, short rest.
drinking.
Yes.
No, drinking.
Oh man, drinking is a huge problem. Yes.
Come now, what did water
Oh,
ever do to you?
Do I get it at 4th, please?
Leveling
No.
What for?
One
leveling-
more fucking level and I get.
The more that I think about it, the more I'm scared that Adrian will destroy any social encounter you guys are gonna get.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It's gonna
Oh, you t-
happen.
I have to touch people.
Yes.
Please
Okay.
don't
That is
people.
why you. Interesting.
You
That's why I
have to
let her
reach out-
grab
you have
me.
to touch people. Be careful where you touch them.
I mean, I should have taken the one that was specialized in seduction.
Oh man, you should. You're doing really
Yeah.
good job. Like seriously, you're doing really good.
Yeah, I'm just enjoying lying to people.
Yes.
But the reason I like this one is because I can create anything as long as it's below 10 gold piece of worth.
Mm-hmm.
If I lie about me having it. So let's say, oh, I'm going here because I need to mine here, and they say, "Where's your pickaxe?" It's right here.
Nice. Which is good.
Man, can't wait for next session to how I'm gonna get you four to travel east together.
Yeah. Please let
I
us
Well, I
mean,
know
you
how
got-
to travel with Zach.
With me? Why?
Why? Because we have the same. We're good. We have the same goal. Like we gotta go through that.
Yeah, I know. But
Elvenland.
Elfland.
yeah. Oh, okay. So you.
I mean,
I don't. Zach.
Although
doesn't know.
Zach doesn't know,
He was.
Civ knows.
Civ knows, and he was going to ask him. She's going to ask him tomorrow. That's what her plan was, because she knows he's quite strong, and she doesn't mind traveling with him
Hmm.
because he's strong.
oh, I really like oversharing because then I don't have to ever share. Actually.
That is
And then
so
Adrian's
perfect.
gonna be like 5 feet back, just following you guys.
Yes, stalker style. Just like
Like,
I'll walk with you too.
like
I
so,
have no problem putting a leash around his ankle and dragging him along.
like so far, I've told like 80% lies about my character.
Mm-hmm. Which is
It's
nice.
gonna be
Nice.
so
Yeah,
fun.
I figured that. I figured.
Which is nice. You're not
He's
gonna
actually a bard.
yes.
He's actually a bard. After all this time, he's
All
actually
this
a
time,
bard.
He's a bard. Yes. Deal with it. Oh man.
Man, when we were doing the whole roleplay thing, like everyone was doing like so many different things. Like, man, this feel like it was described perfectly. A JRPG where there's too many things going on. I was like,
Yes.
yeah, that's right.
So many
It's like-
lines of stories. Yes.
And I love it. That's why I love JRPGs. Okay, I love this.
Oh,
It's just
level
look
up.
at my flaw. It says I'm a sucker for a pretty face.
Nice.
I'm still blind.
Uh-huh. So I guess
I just
pretty-
I really wanted you to say, Adrian, how the hell do
Aw,
I know if
man.
someone's a tiefling? Because you're blind.
Yeah,
Come
but
on. Oh man, so low.
Feel their horns.
but yeah, because I grope everybody I touch or meet.
Yeah, that's why I put that in the chat. That sorceress you groped, she wants to return the favor with the 6th level big piece hand. She calls it the bags of holding.
Oh man.
Oh, I don't mind touching her bags of holding.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
just-
god.
I
It just sounds so
really-
wrong, and just like.
I mean, what's the point?
Yeah, let me show you.
Uh,
Seriously, wait. Another thing I'd like to mention is like how Zach didn't give a shit he was dealing with a lord.
Yeah, like I
I
never
love
shared
it.
my background, so. Well, first I don't work for him. I'm not a lackey like Oren. No offense, but yeah, I don't work for
like
him.
who?
Yeah.
I'm not
Alright,
Erland.
guys.
You don't have to say no offense. I agree he's a dick.
No. I mean
He is.
Oren. I'm not Oren's.
Oren,
I'm not Erwin's dog. Or guard dog like Oren. Oren, he works for him, so that is why he needs to obey. But not me. I don't work for him. So yeah. And I would
I do
love
that.
to keep on the illusion he wants to see me as, like mercenaries and all that. I don't care for shit. At least for
All
now.
right. Man, there's a lot of planning I have to do for next session.
Yeah.
What are you guys gonna do?
Well, you don't
Uh,
have to
am
worry
I- am I
about
gonna-
that because Justin next week will be Ashes.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean
You
2
can-
weeks from now. I still have to plan.
Yeah.
I still
It's
have
fine.
to plan.
I got my own planning to do, and I need Justin and Robin to send me the questions you're going to ask the Oracle.
Like
We're
I
gonna
said,
ask the Oracle already?
like
Yeah,
I
oh,
said,
yeah.
the Oracle. I'm not asking any questions right now, but the only one I already sent it to you, so you can have fun with that.
Yeah, just to send it to me on Roll20 on Discord or whatever, just so I have something to work from
Mm-hmm.
when I start planning answers. Although,
Okay.
I mean, it may not work. I mean, you could just blurt out anything.
Yeah. And you can just
Also
blurt
to
out
be
any
fair.
sort of response you have.
Why did my parents leave me? And then like just starts crying.
Yeah.
Why did my parents?
Why is the world so unfair? Why? Oh man.
Ah, man, I'm so interested to how this party dynamic's gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is gonna
Alright.
be interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I just need to lie to you guys enough to
Yeah.
the point where you don't ask me about anything anymore.
And then you try to stab everyone in the back.
Yes.
No, I can do that now. And then at
And
ninth
then
level,
die
I can.
immediately.
Oh shit! Do you guys want to be a part of my cult?
you, you were like, the drug dealers on the corner. Hey, you want some? You want some?
Oh,
my
like,
You want
God.
some?
Yeah,
like-
exactly.
If at later level, I get a cult of personality
Yes.
where I literally gain followers.
Yes. Nice.
Oh my god.
Which is good. And
Who
no
watches
doubt
this
Sid
guy
will
just
be the
leads a
first
bunch of
victim.
blind men.
Yes.
I mean, as long as they pray to the right god,
Yes.
Loki.
Everything's going to be fine.
Everything's gonna be fine. Yes.
Yes, the rightful god Loki. Yes, that's what you definitely
Let's all
want to say
pray
to a
to
bunch of
Loki.
people.
Yes. Loki's the one.
Let's all pray to someone who will probably piss on you and tell you it's raining in response. Yes, that sounds like a great idea.
I mean, it's nice, warm, life-giving water.
The only,
Exactly.
the only thing worse than that is
Oh,
smearing
man.
yourself in bacon grease and then walking into a lion's den.
Hmm.
Ah, shit.
I
Ah,
mean,
shit, I should.
do any of you guys have questions?
I have some more bitching to do. I should have picked the luring, because at 15 level you could everybody in my party would have gained charm person.
Ooh. Seriously,
Oh
everyone?
my.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So
So
even if you couldn't
yeah.
cast spell before, you could do it now.
Yeah, you could totally do it. So Justin, I just want to ask, so is the city clear of danger right now? Like everything's done? Correct?
Yeah.
No Draugrs running around?
Yeah, nothing at
No,
all.
no,
Okay, cool.
nope.
Just making
The
sure.
only thing, it's
That's
just stuff that needs to be rebuilt. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just that's the easiest 50 gold earned, I mean, in history, because Oren just did everything for us. We were like, the Lord is like.
To be
paying
fair,
us
you
for
cleared the
nothing.
Draugr in the arena. That was part of it, and
I
then you
know.
escorted him.
Yeah, but later on, he was like, "Oh, I'll give you 50 more, you know, to do whatever," and we were like just sitting there doing nothing, doing drama.
I am so glad you didn't steal the lockbox. I'm like, oh crap, how do I compensate with how much gold he has?
You'll probably have a few thousands. Blacksmiths tend to be wealthy, especially in old ages, because they are rare craftsmen. They are.
You're gonna get that plate armor, but it's gonna take quite some time.
Yeah, I know. And I doubt I'll ever come back here. That's the thing.
Oh, we will come back here. I have a reason to.
Well, for you.
Oh please, no.
Yeah. You know what it is?
He's
Oh my
gonna
god.
he's just gonna make us come along by lying
Yeah.
to us. Like telling us some
Yeah.
story why we gotta
Yeah.
come back.
I mean, at some
I
point
met a girl here.
Yes.
I can lie so good I turned my lie into reality.
Oh man.
Okay, so you wish, basically. It's
Yeah,
like,
you wish.
I have
Yes.
a castle. You lie, you say, I have a castle, and then you pull out the deed to the castle, you go to the castle, you lead everyone to the castle.
You just
Yes,
Yeah,
but
you basically
I-
cast a wish at will, as long as you
Yes.
lie when you do so.
well, that's not completely at will. I can. It's like divine intervention, but worse because I can only do it once every 7 days.
Mm.
Interesting.
Yes, it's like, yeah, I can see that now. Except here's the question you need to ask yourself. If you're lying and it becomes true, were you really lying in the first place?
Yes.
No,
Or are you
that's
just
that's
it's
the
reality?
point.
I lie so good, it becomes real.
I can't wait for that one
course.
moment that
Yes.
it actually happens, and then I have to.
You
that
have
destroys my campaign.
Yes, you have to destroy.
Ragnarok isn't gonna happen, guys.
That is the
Rolls onto
truth.
his percentile dice. See?
Yeah, that's why I pick Adrian.
Yeah.
That's why I pick Adrian up by the front of her shirt and smacking him across the face. I'm like, you stupid idiot! You are going to make Ragnarok happen so I can enter Valhalla unashamed.
He's like, all right, I'll reinsent Ragnarok, whatever.
Give me a week. I'll give you your own personal Ragnarok.
Or you could make it reverse. You guys are like level 5 or something, and then you when do you get this?
18.
When you're level 18, 2 levels before 20, you'll be like, you know what? I think Ragnarok's gonna happen. Rolls under his percentile dice. Does happen.
Yeah, I'll just be like, all right, let's get to work, boys.
Yeah, or
I
we
mean-
face the final boss, and I think Adrian would just say, "No, you don't exist."
I mean,
Like
No, you
snap.
don't exist.
Yes.
later on I get wish, so let's just make everything happen we want.
Yes.
We just gotta put it into one wish.
Yeah.
No,
I want 1,000 wishes.
no,
You're still gonna have to find it. So
Yes. We'll see. We'll see. That is the most amazing part. You can plan ahead.
I'm really loving what I'm getting later on.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm definitely I'm gonna increase my barbarian level to 14. Definitely.
No, right now it's pretty fast.
Later.
Right now, yes, I will go to
Yes,
14th
now.
level. No one can stop me.
Yes, I will be 14 level right now, so I can use Spirit Shield and have my ancestors take damage for me.
Yeah. Alright, I'll probably go with either Sentinel or Mobile. I think Mobile would be first. Taking the feet. Mobile.
I really like how everyone has a hint of what everyone's background is, but no, but in character, no one legit knows.
Yeah. That
Nope.
is the
one
norm.
has
Like
any idea.
Yeah, no one
Yeah.
should be able to know each other's, down to the details because
It's just like funny.
it's not legit.
I mean, apparently I have a family. What?
What?
What? He has the
Family?
family.
Yeah.
You don't
Or
have
Wait.
family.
Orion dreams about muscular,
He's
thunderous
alive.
men.
What?
That
Yeah.
is weird dream.
Yeah, that's why when I woke up, I said that's not the worst high I've ever come down from.
Oh man.
Okay.
Okay.
Also, I'm really
Oren had
interested
an
in what
interesting life.
Adrian just did after,
What?
like,
Yes.
in
me
his
too.
being in his room. I'm so interested. That little fucker.
I mean, you're always free to join me.
Oh man. God.
That's
I mean,
not gonna happen.
Justin knows what I did.
What?
You know what I did.
Oh man.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, I saw the message.
Justin was like,
It
no.
was a nice. It was a nice add-on. I like it.
Yeah. Justin was like,
I
nope,
do not
on
like-
my watch.
No, it's nothing. It's just a nice add-on to his character. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nothing important.
Yeah, we'll probably
Nothing
walk
important
in.
at all.
Yeah, we'll probably walk in on him beating. No,
Yeah.
nothing.
You should probably not
Nothing.
walk in.
Nothing.
I mean, ignore the summoning circle behind me.
Don't.
Nothing.
Yeah.
And then
Don't,
when we wake up,
don't
he
look
just-
at the blood. Don't
Yeah,
look
don't
at the
look
blood.
at the blood. It's nothing. It's-
No, this
Exactly.
isn't
the
the
devil
Lord of
that
the
just
Gods.
pours out of the ritual, the ritual circle, it's nothing. It's just my friend. It's not a devil. It's not even a devil. you
That's-
know.
Like say
That's my father.
Yes.
like Loki leaves the bathroom. It's like, so yeah, Adrian. Oh,
Oh.
Hello.
You.
Your
Hello.
guest.
Oh. Hmm.
you got visitors. Hello.
Yeah, he
My
probably
name-
was the fast one. He was like, have you been out there the whole time?
Yeah. Oh man, that's amazing.
My character may or may not really like Loki.
Hmm. Define.
What are you
really
talking
like.
about? We're best buds. And then
Yeah. Yeah.
goes
Define
over your
like.
shoulder.
Are you like
Uh,
like or love like?
Oh boy.
like appreciate him as a human being.
Okay.
Why?
I said may or may not.
May or may not.
God.
May
be
or
both.
may not. All right. Difficult.
We don't
Perhaps.
know.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps he
He could
hates him.
tell us, but it's probably a
He could.
lie.
No,
Maybe I
it's
could
definitely a
tell
lie.
you. I could tell you why Adrian fell in love with Sif first time he heard his voice or
Hmm.
heard her voice.
Nice.
What? That's a lie.
Hmm?
Is
Maybe
it?
it is.
Is
Is it?
Is it?
Is it?
Is
You'll
it?
never know.
Yeah, you never know.
You have.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you'll
no
never know
idea.
because you'll never ask.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. She's not gonna ask.
She's like, nope.
Just stay away from that boy. Just no. He's
Oh,
not good
I'm-
news.
I'm gonna just continue flirting
Harassment.
with it. It's gonna be so
It's
fun.
gonna be Adrian's life goal, just constantly.
I
hitting.
mean, as soon as she admits she likes him, you're just gonna be like, okay, fair enough, bye.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not
Yeah.
fun anymore. It's
I
just
can
like
see
that.
that.
Wow.
Just ditch.
No, I can see that. It's
Yeah.
like if she
Totally.
confesses her love, he's like, thanks, but I'm gonna shop around for a bit.
Yeah. Oh man.
Considering that's gonna happen, it's because it's not probably.
Yeah. Just in your.
I don't
dreams.
think you want to piss off someone that's gonna get wish.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
True.
I wish
The only
wish
wizard in the
Oren
team.
Was, Yeah,
Question:
I wish
how?
Orin was in between Adrian and the exit, and Orin was pissed at him. And then I show up, I'm like, I'm angry for some unknown reason. I'm angry at you for some unknown reason. I'm gonna have to smack your head in now.
I mean, just
And you
just
have the whole lie thing too. It's like, yeah, Civ definitely doesn't like me. He rolls under percentile dice. All right.